All right. What's going on, everybody? Here we are.
So we have some of the update about the Tate brothers. It seems like Donald Trump is not willing to stop the law in this case, the extradition to the United Kingdom, which is now pretty much possible. Let's check out the latest news. Secretary of State Marco Rubio said he has no plans to get involved in the legal fight over the Tate brothers' extradition to United Kingdom. Rubio said he doesn't know the details of the case, noting it is working its way through the courts. There's no role for us to play in this moment. Well, let's listen to him.
One of the Tate brothers' lawyers mentioned you by name. Do you have a plan to get involved with the extradition challenge that they have been...
Mention me by name?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, look, that extraditions, I don't know the details of this particular case. I've been overseas, but I mean, I know who you're talking about. I just don't know the details of it. These cases have a process that they go through in the courts. My understanding is that they're involved in that judicial process. And so that'll play itself out at this point. And there's no role for us to play at this moment or maybe ever in that regard. But I'm not going to opine on something that's still working through a legal process.
One of the Tate...
So you heard the comment. Maybe they don't have a role to play here ever. This is the judicial process. And you know, I was not here. I was somewhere. I'm not looking through internet, it seems like. They know what is happening, but they don't want to affiliate themselves right now.
Sebum diet review. Did he post like some diet thing?
With the real rapists. Like Donnie probably is also involved in some of the things with Epstein. But why would he even worsen his reputation? Maybe he doesn't have the reputation, but anyways, you understand, yeah? If they pardon, or at least they will cancel the extradition of Tate to United Kingdom, and it seems like Tate has dual citizenship, United States and UK, this is a totally legal process, and to interrupt it in a illegal manner, just to protect this guy, potentially a pedophile, you know, he's not been proved, but there are some of the videos circulating in internet with Tate, and he was way younger, he was spanking a kid, a child, telling also some of the dirty talk, and he's been incriminated in tons of the stuff, like really shitty things. And why Tate's lawyer mentioned Ruby? Because he may stop it as the Secretary of State, because Tate brothers, they are citizens, and the extradition order should be even confirmed with the State Department. I am not sure with Ruby personally or not, but State Department should agree on that extradition. They cannot just close their eyes and say, oh, it happened without our authorization. No, they should also be involved, at least as the institution, to agree for the extradition of particular citizens. And they're in the prison now, detained also by American service for the extradition.
Oh. Oh. Hello there, Gum Gum. Hey, Gummy. Oh. Is this cat gonna sit on me? Oh my goodness, she's making biscuits. Oh wow. Hello there. Yeah, it's especially stupid that Batman doesn't kill any of the villains, because, like, again, if you're a vigilante, you're, like, doling out justice that, you know, can't be done otherwise. Like, yeah, it's stupid. Like, how many people has Joker killed at this point? Like, it's just fucking retarded.
And nothing is done, no bailouts are voted, they're still confirmed to be in prison till at least 27th of July, and later we will see. And we also have the report from Axios. This media is affiliated with Witko, by the way, Donald Trump's friend. Trump and Rubio do not plan to stop Tate brothers' extradition to the United Kingdom. If they stop this process, but Andrew Tate positioned himself as a friend of Barron. He said it himself. In a previous video about Andrew Tate, I told you that Barron is my friend, Trump Jr. is his friend also, by the way. They still subscribe for Andrew Tate and J.D. Vance as well. But still, they don't want...
React to this VG.
Let me take a look.
Poland is not messing the hell around with these Islamists. They are just not having it. They are not having it at all. They don't want to deal with it. They don't want to mess around with it. They're saying, we've seen what the mass migration has done to the rest of Western Europe. We are not letting this happen to our borders. Illegal migrants complain that they are not allowed to cross the Polish border. Let's take a look.
Now we are in the borderline between Poland and Belarus. We want to go Poland, but they don't let us. And we are in the forest and it's very cold and it's raining. We cannot build a fire. We have children here. They will be dead in the morning, really. And we need help. And it's very cold. My wife is sick. We need help. We want to go Poland. Tell them. They don't.
Sure. Dude, it's all the same shit. These people are the most, like, scumbag, lying fucking pieces of shit. I love how Poland's so base that if these people try to jump the fence, they just shoot them. Fuck these people.
Don't let us. They said if I go to Poland, they will hit me. Or they
Oh yeah, you gonna get shot, bitch.
will kill me. Really. I'm going to Poland, maybe Germany, maybe somewhere to have a good life. That's now we are in the borderline between...
Going to have a good life as you wrap your wife in a tablecloth and force her to suppress her face. Get the fuck out of here, man. Like, I understand. You know what? There's plenty of Muslim countries that will help you. You guys made a mistake by coming to Poland's borders. It wasn't a smart idea. Choose a Muslim country that will take...
I don't even know why the fuck they're doing this shit, because they know Poland ain't fucking around. It's kind of weird that still at this point they try to do this shit. And yeah, there's a reason they don't go to any Muslim countries. It's because they know they're fucking shitholes. And they don't have any kind of welfare system like a lot of Europe has, so they know if they immigrate to a Muslim country, they're probably just going to be treated like shit because they're not from there, or they're not the right type of fucking Muslim. They might be Sunni when they go to a Shia, country, or they might be Shia and they go to a Sunni country. So they're probably going to get religiously persecuted too. And again, the state isn't going to give them free fucking money, free rent, all this other fucking shit. So they just go to these European countries to leech off them. They're fucking scumbags.
How's it going, VG? I dig your mask.
Well, thank you. It's going pretty good. Had a pretty chill day. Trained just a little bit of biceps and forearms. And was relaxing most of the day. I ended up talking to Pat for a long time. That's why I ended up streaming late. But yeah, pretty nice chill day. Thanks for the donation, Silvermoth.
Take care of you and stay there. I think it's probably a better idea.
Is Jasmine into the mask, or are you trying to be like that guy who roided as fuck and calls himself vegan but he isn't and has a shit ton of acne? You're trying too hard.
No, I just, have autism. Thanks for the donation, 21st.
Does the ester of boldenone matter? What do you use? I'm looking at ondesolinate, 300 mg/ml, at my online supplier.
I would be amazed if you can find boldenone in any other ester than undesolinate. You can technically make boldenone in an enanthate ester, but it has remarkably bad post-injection pain. That's why there's no steroid brewers who make that. It is so ridiculously fucking painful and causes massive, huge welts that are so bad you won't be able to train. And you're gonna, scar the fuck out of yourself. You don't want shots that are super painful. It's a sign that there's, a ton of inflammation and scar tissue and shit forming. So, yeah, they only really sell undesolinate. I have never seen that shit sold online in an enthate. There's just some brewers like who make shit at home who might do that, but I've literally never seen it sold in an enthate. So yeah, it only comes in indesalinate. I would really do your research before taking Boldnone. It's an extremely long-acting ester. So it takes a while to build up. It takes a while for it to go away. So if you dose it improperly and you end up getting side effects, it can take a very long time to kind of get out of that. It'll take about at least 2 months for it to reach.
Holy shit, I didn't know he was this bad. This is so bad, it's insane. Go on Ditsiny right now and pressure him to denounce these PP. Immediately react this entire vid, then go talk to Destiny now.
I'll take a look in a second. Thanks for the donation, Dodo. So, what the fuck was I saying? There he goes. So, yeah, it takes at least 2 months to reach peak concentrations or near peak concentrations. And it'll take about 3 to 4 months for it to actually get out of your system. So, yeah, it's one of those things where you want to start with a low dose, be patient. It takes a very long time for it to build up. Thanks for the donation, though, Gummy Gum. Hope that helps.
The U.S. government and the Israeli government, they're in the midst of creating the Fourth Reich.
No, they're not.
And it is absolutely accurate.
I don't know why I'd even talk about this with Destiny. He fucking hates Kyle. He thinks he's a fucking anti-Semite, like literal Nazi at this point.
To compare these people to Mussolini, to Adolf Hitler.
And yes, Destiny is streaming, so when you go on his Discord, turn a video on and tell him to show it so you can mock him and his viewers now that veganism makes you strong.
He already doesn't like Kyle, so I don't think he'd be interested. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
Hitler.
Oh, does Kyle actually say that he supports the DSA? That wouldn't surprise me. Like, is he actually like one of these fucking commies?
Dead bloodthirsty. We're governed by dead-eyed psychopaths and sociopaths and blood.
So here's a pro tip. Don't listen to some fat, out-of-shape faggot with a gay haircut and earring.
Thirsty imperialists. The U.S. government and the Israeli government, they are the terrorists. They are the terrorists. They are doing terrorism. If Iran's off the table as a regional power, that means Hezbollah can't be funded, Hamas can't be funded, the Houthis can't be funded.
He's trying to convince everybody this is a bad thing.
Like the Shia Crescent falls, and then you have nothing but regional domination for Israel.
Again, he's trying to convince us that's a bad thing. Like, okay, good. I'm on board with this.
There's a reason why I call Israel and the U.S. the axis of Epstein, okay? There's a reason why I've said repeatedly
they like to bang 18-year-olds? Like, what?
that they're in the midst of creating the Fourth Reich. Because that sincerely is what they're doing. These are genuinely repulsive.
By the way, I'm really glad things are going well with you and Pat, and I loved the vlogs you made over there in Australia. Any chance she might fly out to Canada and you two can film some more in your neck of the woods?
Well, she is going to come to Canada eventually, soon enough. But yeah, that is going to end up happening. Thanks for the donation, Silvermoth.
Disgusting, wretched, depraved human beings. And it is absolutely accurate to compare these people.
Like, this guy has just gone full fucking insane retard. He's actually making a video saying it's a bad thing that Iran can't fund terrorists. Like, what the fuck?
to the worst criminals in history, to Mussolini, to Adolf Hitler.
Stop Adolf Hitler and Mussolini by funding Islamic jihadist terrorism. Okay, got it. Like, by the way, Hitler loved Islam. The fucking mufti in Palestine, he was having talks with Hitler to try to convince Hitler to exterminate the Jews there. Like, it's so bizarre what he's saying in so many different ways. Yeah, dude, the DSA is just fucking insane. They're trying to overtake the Democratic Party. I think, like, there's a lot of establishment Democrats that are speaking out against them, but I think it's too little too late at this point. I don't think they really appreciate just how much the Democratic Party has been infested with these insane fucktards. So, like, best case scenario, they can kind of keep them at a distance, but they're still going to make the Democratic Party look horrible. It's really hard to kill off the cockroaches once they've fucking bred. And worst case scenario, they're just going to take over the Democratic Party, but nobody's going to vote for them. They might win these, like, small elections in, you know, like, certain cities or municipalities, but nationwide, they're never going to get a candidate elected. So it's just going to be Republican victory after Republican victory, and then you might have cities like New York or San Francisco or Chicago, where they elect these crazy DSA whack jobs, and then crime just goes through the fucking roof. Everybody's getting shot left and right, crazy drug dealing, crazy homelessness. All the rich, wealthy people leave. They can't generate any fucking tax revenue. They go broke. So, yeah. You know, people can fuck around, find out. Thanks for the donation, though, dude.
Well, the point is VG3 Democratic Congress people were on that call, Ro Khanna and Chavalier and another one and some other candidates like Abdul El Sayed and Destiny's pretending they're not as big a problem as they really are.
Let him destroy the Democratic Party. The guy's a fucking retard. It's not like people have warned him. But yeah, it's the Christian nationalists that are the problem. Okay, let these retards destroy your party, and then everyone's gonna vote Republican, and they're... Like, Destiny's so stupid. Like, I just can't take him seriously on fucking anything. The guy's, like, I don't know. He seems like he's gotten more and more brain broken. I think part of it is probably, like... I have to figure some of it's, like, low testosterone. Like, he should probably be on testosterone replacement therapy with a guy like the guy acts like this neurotic catty female. On top of that, like, he has ADHD and he's on fucking meds for it, and like, I don't know. Like there's a good chance some of the medications he's on is also doing something, and I think part of it's also grifting. I think he wants to ignore the DSA problem because he knows there's a huge portion of his audience that are kind of like Hassan types, where they're pro-socialism and they call themselves progressives when they're really not. And I think he kind of wants to shy away from criticizing that shit because he knows it would lose him money. Similar thing happened with Israel. He hasn't gone like full pro-Palestine retard, but he's kind of adopted this semi-fence-sitting view where it's like, yeah, Israel's better, and, you know, Palestinians are, like, the ones causing the most trouble, but Israel has to make concessions. If they just made reasonable political concessions, they could solve this problem. And then he, like, refuses to fucking acknowledge that all of this is due to radical Islam. This is ideological Islamic nonsense. There is absolutely no reasoning with these people. There is nothing you can give them outside of Jewish extermination that would make them happy. And again, I think he's doing that because he knows it's a more popular talking point for his audience. But yeah, all these people are just fucking grifters, dude. They're all a fucking joke. Thanks for the donation though, Dodo.
Hey VG, did you hear they're relocating Marineland's 30 beluga whales to the Shed Aquarium in Chicago and SeaWorld San Antonio in San Diego?
6 beluga whales from a shuttered Ontario tourist attraction are heading to a new home. The whales from Marineland in Niagara Falls are being relocated to aquariums in Chicago and Texas. It's part of a deal with facilities in the U.S. as well as Spain to move the park's 30 belugas and 4 dolphins. Marineland tried to move the animals to an aquarium in China last year, but the plan was blocked by the federal government. Joining me now with more is Erin Ryan, Wildlife Campaign Manager for World Animal Protection Canada. Thanks for being with us, Erin.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so the first batch of whales is
Can't we just make Marineland illegal?
being relocated. How colossal a feat is this?
It's no surprise that moving 30 beluga whales is an incredible effort. And as we've seen, it's actually an international effort, with these whales now being split across 4 facilities in Spain. And I think that really goes to show how irresponsible it's been that it now takes 5 facilities, and 2 different countries to responsibly care for these animals.
Many people are wondering whether these animals will be in better environments, better protections, if they're just going to another aquarium. Is this living the life that they would want?
Of course, our gold standard would have been a seaside sanctuary where these animals could live the remainder of their lives in a more naturalistic setting. But I don't have any doubt that these particular aquariums are upholding a higher professional standard than what they're currently seeing at Marineland.
And how are
You know, fucking Marineland. Hopefully, some of those trainers get eaten by more killer whales. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
Plus I just want you to talk to Destiny because it's entertaining and he hasn't seen Earth physics since you went on gear and his audience has no idea. Maybe you can just have a yearly veganism debate with him now. Check if he's on PLS.
Really don't want to do that. I have no interest in talking to that dimwit. Thanks for the donation though, Dodo. RV, donate $2. What brand of algae oil do you take? Whatever the cheapest one is that I can find. So I just look up, like, what is it? I try to get, like, a gram total of EPA DHA, and I just try to find whatever brand has the best deal. So I look around on Amazon and shit, and sometimes Healthy Planet has deals, like sales. So I don't really stick to any specific brand. Just find the cheapest one with the dose you want. Do you notice any benefits from it, or is it imperceptible? You're not going to notice. Like, you can see some benefits on blood work, like it can keep your HDL higher, LDL lower. It may have benefits with systemic inflammation, like C-reactive protein. But you're not, like, it's very, very unlikely that you're going to see, like, notice any benefits just intuitively. Like, oh, I feel better, you know? It's going to be stuff that you'd maybe notice on blood work. Thanks for the donation, though, RV.
How would you recommend managing the long-term cognitive risks of using THC recreationally?
Either don't use it at all or use small doses infrequently. The less the better. It's kind of like anything else, right? Like, I take Tren. I'm not going to take Tren year-round. And I'm going to use as low a dose as I can to achieve the effect I want and not use it that often. Even though I really like Tren, I've been doing great on it, but I know it's not good for you. So, yeah. The less the better, the less frequently the better, and again, ideally, you'd probably take 0. Like, THC itself doesn't really seem to have any benefits, but the cannabinoids seem to be useful, so if you're gonna take any marijuana extract, like, CBD is fine. But the THC seems to cause like some kind of brain damage. Thanks for the donation, my dick's erect. Hope that helps.
Do something autistic, please.
Well, I am autism, so, I'm already there. Thanks for the donation, forgot my namification.
We don't have to VG, it already is Marineland. Has been closed forever.
Okay, that's good. That's good to hear. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
PLSVG, you can just casually insult him and call him an idiot and show off her physicad and call him a weak beta male who needs to go on testosterone. PLS, check if he's on.
Let me see. It's talking with Dan. Let me just check my audio. I don't know if he has the thing.
Well, hi, what's up?
Hey.
Who the fuck is that? I gotta click into Discord now.
Oh, you know who it is.
Oh!
It is,
Hey.
What up?
Vegan. You know that you were proven 100% correct on the way that we handled ourselves in Venezuela. Did you see that?
Yeah? How so?
Did you not see all the articles that came out?
No. What's been going on there?
The Havana syndrome shit, the gun that we used, how we went in there, how effective it was.
That
all of
Havana
that.
syndrome shit is never going to be proven real. It is the
Oh,
fakest thing
okay.
I've
So
ever heard in
what,
my
Destiny?
entire
We just
life.
fucking went in there instantly and somehow did all this magically? That was
Did
like
all what?
Well,
explain it.
Trump
It's good as fuck.
did mention the discombobulator. I don't know if they have some weird thing that makes everybody go sick and incapacitated.
Wait, did he call it the discombobulator?
Yeah, he called it the discombobulator.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. There could be something where they have some new energy weapon. Like I know they've used sound like there are sound, weapons that are meant to disperse crowds. Like I guess it's plausible that they have some kind of energy weapon that just fucks people up. I have no idea how it would work. The Havana syndrome thing, though, I have no idea. With there's not many cases of people really talking about it. It's a little weird.
So what's got you fired up today? Hold on, let me you got a camera on. Hold on.
Well, I was wondering how you guys are feeling about the DSA commie invasion of the Democratic Party.
Not good. Not good. I think it's a fucking travesty. It's about the same thing as if the Green Party started coming in here trying to tell us how to fucking run our business. You ain't part of us. Get the fuck out of here. All right? You know what I'm saying?
It's what they do. The commies infiltrate. They try to take over every fucking group. Kind of happened in the vegan community. There's a lot of the commie fucking retards with the intersectional bullshit that tried to take over the vegan community. They just do that in every community. They tried to do that with the like atheist community online. That was a big thing a while ago. They're trying to
with the sex worker community. Pretty annoying, but yeah.
Yeah. So, do you still think Christian nationalists are the bigger problem?
Holy fucking shit. You see what this motherfucker's wearing, Steve? Look at his camera.
I don't know what that is. What is it?
Do you see him?
Yeah, I don't know what it's a mask of.
He's a fucking supervillain.
I am Soya the Destroyer.
Can you fucking show people this?
No, my setup is way too complex. I'm not equipped to fucking fucking cameras right now.
Vegan Gains, I'm gonna take a photo of you.
All right.
This is awesome. Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm on trend right now.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's pretty great.
God. Just know, chat, that I can see this and you can't.
Yeah, so Destiny, you still think Christian nationalists are the bigger problem?
I mean, it depends on what you mean by bigger problem.
Well, look, the way I see it, you have Christian nationalists that are fucking retarded, and you have the DSA, which is infesting the Democratic Party with their fucking bullshit, and they're masquerading as progressives. If you have something that is even more retarded, you're not going to be able to win. So, again, seeing the future ahead, worst case scenario, the Christian nationalists get what they want. What are they going to do? They're not going to allow for any fucking Muslims to come into the country. Oh, God, no, we need cultural enrichment. Okay, wait, everybody fucking wants that. Okay, they might get people to read the Bible in school and get rid of that constitutional thing where, okay,
I'm going to
no
go full race realist on this one. I'm sorry, but like the biggest problem with the Christian nationalists is that the genetic stock that ideology attracts is too unappealing. I would rather live with a whole bunch of my Somali brothers in literally in Somalia.
Oh yeah, how's Somalia
country
compared to any Christian nation?
I don't know. What Christian nation you're talking about? Certainly not the United States of America, which was the product of Enlightenment thinking, which was a rejection broadly of all the cringy fucking Christian values.
Okay, well, let's go back in history.
Hold on, wait. I just want to hear this. Do you think right now, Wait. Do you think right now in the United States of America, when you look at who encompasses the Republican Party right now, are these the best and the brightest that the white race has to offer?
That has nothing to do with what I'm fucking saying.
Okay, well, that's how I do it. So you can have your opinion, but that's how I do it. I just have this is just my opinion. You can have your opinion. I don't want to live with retards. I'd rather live
that's great.
among
That's
other people.
great.
I'd rather
That's
live.
great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Okay.
Muslims
You can
aren't
have your opinion,
retards.
If their religion conquers the world, apparently they're doing something right.
So, you're telling me you'd rather live in a fascist Islamic dictatorship where women have to wear fucking burqas, gay people are thrown off fucking rooftops, math and fucking science is banned because it's not haram. What other fucking retarded shit they do? They fucking
I don't know, but every single
cousins.
thing you just said describes all the Christian nationalists
Yeah,
as well. They also fucking hate gay people.
No.
They want to turn women into fucking baby incubators. They think getting pregnant at 15 is actually fucking based. They don't believe in math or science. That's why they don't fucking get vaccinated anymore. They don't
better
just
than 9.
Measles. And
well, guess what? 15 is better than 9.
Getting pregnant. Well, it depends. Really, the age of consent in the United States is whatever somebody in the Conservative Party thinks is the youngest girl Trump has fucked. So if a 9-year-old comes out that Trump's had sex with, they're going to be defending that next. I'm sorry.
Buddy, you honestly think if Christian nationalists gain power in the United States, your average fucking person walking around is going to be motivated to, like, get 15-year-olds fucking pregnant? And again,
buddy, isn't the head
as
of
if
our
that's
Department
better
of Education
than
right
a
now,
9-year-old that
she
you're
looks like somebody
cousin
that
with.
would have a personal relationship with you as a fucking WCW fucking supervillain. She was like the fucking WWF wife. Like, what do you want me to say, bro? RFK Jr. is our Secretary of Health. Like, what do you want me to say, bro? This is not the party of high intelligence, high IQ people that I want to be associated with if this is my country going forward.
Okay, well, great.
I'll take my chances with MBS.
Guess what? Worst case scenario with a Christian nationalist system, most things will carry on as normal. Worst case scenario with the DSA bullshit, you're just going to have crime, poverty, and an Islamic invasion. So what's
ready.
better?
I'm going to learn 5 prayers a day. I'm coming, baby.
There was a
so again, like the point, the original point that I was going to make, like I came here to make, is that look, Christian nationalists are fucking retarded, but the DSA is even more fucking retarded. So, like, if you're not going to fucking deal with the problems in the Democratic Party, like, communism is probably the worst vile fucking ideology that's ever spread across planet Earth. If you're not going to deal with the fucking issues within the own party that make it completely and utterly unviable to beat Christian nationalists, then Christian nationalists aren't the fucking problem. Your own party's the fucking problem. People like Hassan, like, invading the Democratic Party, where you have fucking AOC and Bernie Sanders willing to fucking work. I don't even know why fucking Bernie Sanders is still working. He should be yelling at skateboard kids on his fucking porch. But like, again, this is like, it's gotten so fucking popular that this geriatric fuck is able to revitalize his career by saying, Israel is like some fucking horrible evil, and we need to allow Iran to spread terrorism across the fucking world. Like that's how fucking retarded this DSA bullshit is. And again, Christian nationalists aren't the fucking problem. They're stupid, but a stupid problem's easy to fix if you're not also a fucking retard. So, I think you need to focus a lot more of your fucking effort into stomping out these fucktards that are infesting the Democratic Party. And the infestation of this commie bullshit is just through the fucking roof. Like, I don't think anybody realizes just how bad it is. Right now, there's some mainstream
Democrats. I need to
Democrats.
stop you right there, Mr. Gaines. But who the fuck do you think you're talking to saying that we need to spend more time focusing on fucking DSA and leftists? You gotta hold on and put that mojo back in your pants, because this is the we hate fucking communist place and they need to go. All right. If you're at the we need to focus on Trump only and commies have no we shouldn't do it. That's infighting. That is
buddy,
not this channel, sir.
Buddy,
Don't
this
buddy
guy
me,
is
buddy.
literally reciting commie fucking DSA talking points. Last time I fucking debated Destiny, he was saying we shouldn't, like, if all the political circumstances were the same, he'd be against invading North Korea, just the same way he'd be against invading Venezuela because it would violate their sovereignty. This fucking asshole is literally reciting DSA fucking talking points. So guess what? The brain rot's infected fucking Destiny. And I don't know if it's actually infected his brain or if he knows a lot of his own fucking audience is pro like this DSA fake progressive bullshit. And he's just grifting. But guess what? Destiny is reciting this like commie brain rotted DSA fucking bullshit.
Which thing? Which part?
Well, his stance on Venezuela, like, again.
I know it's appalling, but what else besides that?
Well, and Iran. The fucking whole
Also
Iran
appalling.
thing. Like, look,
Yeah,
Trump
ridiculous.
did not handle the Iran thing perfectly, but the idea that he should not have fucking invaded Iran and done this military operation against him, it's fucking retarded. And again, here's Destiny. Oh, we're violating their sovereignty. Why are we starting foreign wars?
Whoa.
DSA talking point, DSA talking point, DSA talking point.
He does got you there, Steve. Those are talking points of the
That
DSA.
is true. They do talk. They do be talking those points.
You see, he's not taking you seriously.
So,
I
good
agree, they are
job.
talking points.
Keep helping to destroy the Democratic Party. Just spout bullshit about fucking Trump that nobody fucking cares about. Even when Trump's doing something good, even when it's politically and geopolitically necessary, and then keep spouting DSA talking points. And then when mainstream Democrats lose fucking elections, and you have these fucktards running these cities, turning them into crime-ridden fucking broke shitholes, and then you complain about it. Well, it's your fucking fault, dude. You're the one contributing to it.
Fucking A.
I think you need to hop on testosterone.
You're making me. You're making me
pretty low too.
Honestly, can I look like you? How much do I have to take to look like you? I mean, minus the skin pigmentation, obviously.
Well, I'm on. Well, you'd have to do more than just take what I'm taking. It's a whole lifestyle and everything. But I'm on 525 milligrams of test a week. Been running 105 milligrams of boldenone with that. And a couple weeks ago, I also boldenone.
I don't know what that is.
And
walk us through the whole stack. Good
a couple weeks ago, I added in 200 milligrams of Masteron and 100 milligrams of what's called Trenbolone. And I'm on growth hormone.
I feel like you kind of look like someone that I would see in the morning. We watch like news. I feel like I'm going to see you on one of those episodes.
Well, you might see me dropping somebody on their fucking head for being stupid.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. So, what would you of the drugs you take? Tell me, how does each one? What do they do? Because I want to know. I'm interested. So, what's the main one? The one. You can only be on one. You got to drop all of them. What are you saying? What are you keeping?
Well, testosterone.
Oh, that's the one. That's
yeah.
the one. Okay. Were you low T before you started taking it?
No, I would be considered like in the middle of the normal range. I only ever got my testosterone checked once in my life, and that time I got it checked before I hopped on steroids. It was at 550 or 560 nanograms per deciliter. That's considered middle of the normal range.
And mine was on the low end. I'm gonna be honest.
Go on testosterone, dude.
I mean, it'll you're kind of making me think that it's gonna have no negatives at all.
Well, it literally fucking doesn't. At least if you know what you're doing. If you take an appropriate dose, then yeah, it literally has no negatives.
There's like a cream or something, right? Like or some
Well, you want to
some
inject
stuff
it. The cream's
Ooh.
kind of annoying. It does.
Why is it
It's
annoying?
so it tends to hyperconvert to DHT. It doesn't really aromatize
I don't
into
want to
estrogen.
hallucinate.
Well, dihydrotestosterone. It's not.
Okay.
It's
It'll
not a
bulge you. Not
hallucinogen.
good.
It may accelerate balding more than just injecting testosterone, just because of the conversion of DHT. But it also tends to ramp up your sex drive a lot more than just injectable testosterone. You kind of have to worry about who you come into contact with if you take it, because it's going to be on your hands and shit. And again, it's kind of annoying. It
Oh, I
makes you
saw
super
that. You remember that,
horny.
Dan? You know that, right, Dan?
I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. What do you mean? I can't shake hands with anyone anymore?
No. Do you remember the episode with the little girl that I think she was like 7 or whatever and started to go through puberty or something weird was happening, and then you find out in the later part of the house episode that there's a guy who's using like a topical cream for steroids, and that was, remember? So you know that we already knew that. We're kind of experts here, doctors, basically. By the way.
Yeah. So something like that can happen. And again,
how do you inject it? You got to do it in your veins or what?
No, it's intramuscular, so you can pretty much inject
Right
it
in your
anywhere
asshole.
technically. But I like the easiest injection spots are in your shoulder, so you can just
not your ass then.
You can. That is an injection spot I use. I just alternate between my front, middle, rear delts, and left and right ventral glute.
Okay. So tell me about the first time that you started taking testosterone and the changes that you felt and how it has made your life better or worse. Let's get some honesty out there. Like, I
Yeah,
want to know.
sure. It's made it better in every conceivable way. So testosterone is the most effective antidepressant. It's an extremely potent drug for uplifting mood. It makes you more mentally resilient, so you're less prone to anxiety, low mood, depression. Your motivation goes up, confidence goes up, energy goes up in general, because it makes you produce more red blood cells. You'll notice that you're just more energetic, and you can just, if you're like, if you work out a lot, you just have a lot more endurance. Muscle mass increases. I gained 20 pounds of muscle in 2 months from just taking 210 milligrams a week.
But then you got to actually work out, or do you become jacked doing nothing? Like if I
No,
sit
you
on my
got to
ass
work
all day,
out. Yeah, you
what
got to
about
work
if I don't
out.
work out?
You're going to want to
Am I
work
going to just
out.
start beating my wife if I just don't work out?
No, actually, testosterone makes you more mood stable. It doesn't have any effect on aggression. If anything, it makes you less prone to aggression.
Yeah, but I don't like working out. So am I going to, like, what's going to happen? Right? I'm going to take testosterone, not work out, or am I going to be like, I got to go outside and fucking power wash something right now? Is that what's going to do?
Well, it does increase like motivation, so you might actually end up just having more physical activity.
I see.
Just because of that. What you'll notice is a lot of dudes who are on TRT for a long time, because it makes you so anabolically sensitive. If you do like any kind of work with your hands regularly, so like you wrench screwdrivers or something, your forearms tend to get a bit bigger. Like even though it's not really, intensive exercise, muscles that you regularly use, if you just tinker around with things or if you walk a lot, you'll notice your calves get bigger. You'll notice your forearms get bigger, stuff like that.
Okay. Well, this is very interesting. So for me, I do this thing called snarking. Are you familiar with it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a kind of a blood sport, if you will. Not a real sport, but like a keyboard sport. And I find that, I'm concerned that, if I was to take testosterone, it might affect my decision making to the point where I'm not able to effectively snark. Because I don't want to be out there like, all right, let's throw our life away. I can't be doing that. I have to be playing strategic. So is there any of any of this kind of, let's ball out type of effect? I'm very concerned with that interfering with the snark.
Well,
activities.
like again, I would say men act far more rationally and coherently than women. So if you're making your hormonal profile more male, I would say you're much more likely to have a, rational kind of thought pattern.
Okay. Like to me, you know how there's people that like look max? Like I'm trying to snark max.
Yeah.
Like for real. I'm trying to be the number one snarker in the entire world. And I do know that, my testosterone is a factor in that. And I'm wondering if increasing it to the higher end, could it, that could affect me to be positive there,
Yeah, it probably would.
Really? Okay, interesting. And you can just
Yeah.
get a prescription for this? Or are you buying this off of like Alibaba or what?
No, it's black market.
Black market. Okay. Can I get in? I'm kind of pale.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
I guess you could say I'm swarthy. How about that?
Yeah, I
No,
mean,
you're Jewish.
If
Sorry, Dan.
if you are diagnosed with low test, you can't just get it prescribed from a doctor.
Okay, interesting. Well, I am low T. I'm a low T guy, but I've always hated sports and all that shit. I've never given a fuck. And I
Well,
don't do
maybe it's
anything all
because of
day.
low T.
True.
Yeah, but then what about if I'm that guy that starts like, I'm gonna start beating my wife, having to go to the gym all the time. It's just like,
Well,
that's
again,
not snarker shit. That's not
Women
snarker shit.
are far more likely to commit intimate partner violence than men. So again, if you move your hormonal profile to that which is more male, I would imagine you're going to be less prone to rage freakouts like women are, and you're just going to be a more calm, level-headed person, and you're less likely to beat your wife.
Well, I'm already calm and level-headed and not beating my wife. I'm concerned that
Well, you might be even better at it.
That you can't get better than where I'm at. I'm at the top of my game. I'm just curious if there's some
Well, you don't know until
drugs
you
that
take a performance enhancement to make you more calm and not beat your wife.
Now, let me ask you this. How important is the not eating meat part of the snark maxing?
I mean, vegans piss people off, so...
I know that is true because you can claim that you're superior, but that's the only reason I'd be vegan. But then I can just lie about being vegan also, right?
People would probably find out and then just not take you
Ooh.
seriously. So you're better off
Well, they already
being
don't.
actually vegan and annoying.
Yeah, but they already don't know what's true and what's not. They just assume everything's bullshit. So it's kind of not even worth going through the effort,
I don't know, man. I think if you live the lifestyle, they'll get much more pissed off at you because then you have that moral high ground to stand on.
I already got that on them, bro. Like, I'm married with kids, millionaire, do whatever the fuck I want all day. Like, I'm already there. Me being vegan doesn't really change it. Like, they're already fucking raging the fuck out. You know what I'm saying?
No, I think if you're a rich
to...
millionaire vegan with kids and wife and happy, that'd be the cherry on top. There's absolutely nothing for them to.
I'm going to be on. Well, I'm Jewish, so you say
even
that.
Better.
Well, Jewish, you're already part of the way there.
The cat can't change its stripes. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, apparently Israel's the most vegan country on the planet.
There you go.
My thought is, okay, the vegan thing. The problem is if I go vegan, I feel like all that's left for me is CrossFit at that point, which is something that I feel like I would be scared to be one deviation away from that.
CrossFit's fucking lame. Just fucking left.
But that's like, that's it. Once you're vegan, I kind of feel like that's the next thing in line from you. No?
No, not really. CrossFit fell off.
You know what? I'm going to go look up my testosterone results. I am fine to share this publicly. Health information.
Sure.
What do you think it is? How low T of a man do you think I am? I'm 40. I'm
maybe
a little
380.
bit over 40. Okay, let's take a look. See.
I guess like 380.
I find this. Hold on. Yeah, give me a second. I gotta figure out how to fucking log
You
into
just
this
randomly go get labs done, or?
No, I had my physical recently, and I asked them to do it because I'm serious. I was like, I want a snark max. Okay, where is this stupid thing? Health. Okay, there it is. 1 second. I'm sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Gaines. I very much appreciate this consultation. Hold on. All right, I'm logging in. All right. Log in. Okay. Got to go to my labs now.
Yo, Vegan Gains.
What?
Hey, hold on. Hey, wait.
What's up? I'll wait, don't worry.
Yeah, you got to wait. Okay, I got it here. What'd you say it was, Vegan Gains?
380.
387.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
How about that? This guy knows. You know what? I think you're a doctor. That's
yeah,
impressive.
It might as well be.
That is impressive, actually. Now, what is the range when you're like around 43?
Well,
Give or take.
it really
41 to 43,
depends.
that range, you know?
It really depends. Like the ranges don't really matter.
Mm.
So when you look at prospective cohort data, men who have higher testosterone have better health. So less likely to have heart disease, diabetes, cancer, especially prostate cancer, and they live longer. So the maximum like normal that you'll find in the population is going to be about 1800. There's some people who naturally produce tests that high. When you do the statistical calculation to like average things out within the 95th percentile, the top of the range tends to be around 1200. So you at least want to be right around there at the top of the range. So if you're going to go on testosterone
1200.
replacement therapy, you probably want to target that.
Holy
1200
shit.
is 95th?
Dude, I'm looking at this chart. It
No.
says people in their 20s, the average testosterone is 600. You want me
Yeah,
to be
cool.
double that? I'm going to be fucking out like
You're gonna be
fucking
a
every
monster,
15 minutes.
bro.
My test is over 5,000 now.
What the fuck?
Yeah, last I got it checked, it was 5,100.
And what do they say about that?
They told me it's too high, and I told them, nope, I'm fine.
Then you know what would have been funny if you said they told me it was too high. And I fucking smashed their face in.
Yeah.
That was
Well,
my
literally all my
answer.
other blood work is fine. My cholesterol is low. My blood pressure is normal. My hematocrit actually hasn't gone above 48. It's well within the normal range.
Okay.
So they're freaking out at me, and I'm like, okay, what problem is it going to cause? Nothing on my blood work is suggesting anything that I have any health issues, and then they had nothing to say.
Interesting. Well,
That's snarked. You just snarked the doctors, Dan. You could be doing that.
I mean, I could. You know, we don't really see you out on the internet streets there much, Mr. Gaines. You kind of seem to have a quiet presence online. Is this TRT thing offline only or what?
Well, I've been mostly streaming. I just started uploading some videos again recently, but
Okay.
yeah, haven't been bugging people that much outside of streams.
Really? Okay. So what do you do when you're not, you know, lifting things up and putting them down or streaming? I see that you have a wrestling mask on. Do you partake?
No, I do probably want to start up martial arts again, do like judo or something. But I don't know. I just thought this was cool, so I got it.
Yeah, it's cool. Is it hot though?
No, it's actually pretty comfortable. Yeah, this is a good
Okay.
luchador mask.
You literally just said it's cool.
Oh, that's a double entendre. Very good there.
Yeah.
Do you see how this guy is Floxy, Noxy, and Nihilipilificating me constantly for no reason?
Well, he is getting DSA brain rotted.
That is true. I mean, that's probably the reason why.
They call me the DSA #1 defender.
Okay. So, Mr. Gaines, how do you feel about kind of the latest news of everything going on here with the little political memes? How you taking all this news? Actually, what's your favorite piece of news that has dropped in the last, let's say, 2 weeks? Give yourself a little bit of time there.
I guess Trump kind of restarting up the Iran war, blasting the shit out of the IRGC.
You know, you really being into war and also trying to get rid of all the minorities I'm going to be honest, okay? As much as I do like
Fucking
the idea
based.
of better snarking, it
Some
does make me
high-tea
think there
shit.
may be some side effects that you're not disclosing of the testosterone. I'm just saying, possibly you may be hiding some. You are hiding some of these side
Hey,
effects
buddy,
under the floorboards, are
buddy,
you not?
do you live in a fucking Muslim neighborhood? Yeah, exactly. So there's a fucking reason for that, because you're fucking rich and you don't have to. So yeah,
Wait,
don't give me this
what's your
shit
issues
about
with
fucking
Muslims?
kicking out minorities.
Well, I'm just saying that, you know, it seems like ever since the all natural vegan gains turned into the pump up the jams vegan gains, that he's been a little bit more, how do we say this? Less tolerant of intolerance. How would you, is it a fair way to put it maybe?
No, I don't think that's changed.
You don't like that? You've always been this way.
Well, buddy, like I mean,
Ooh, wait, someone just gave me.
Ooh,
You're a
buddy.
little testy. A little testy.
Yeah,
You get
yeah.
that? That's a double entendre. You like that? I can't see if you're smiling.
like I think it's hilarious that dudes like you and Destiny are like kind of playing this game where it's like minorities aren't that big of a deal. None of you fucking rich fucks live in a minority community, and you never would. And you know
Wait,
fucking
dude,
why.
you're brown. You're a minority, no?
Kind of like I'm half black, half white. Like
Yeah, bro. You'd be the first one in the fucking chambers if the
Well,
right-wingers got their way, no?
No. The minorities that everybody can't stand are the fake refugees coming in from like
I just
fucking
want to
Syria,
clarify,
Pakistan, you know, shit like
my
that.
city is only 36% white. Okay, so I'm surrounded every day.
Oh
by
wait, that's true.
minorities.
There's a huge amount of Hispanics around us. I just live in a very Jewish neighborhood.
Yeah, well, again,
I'm in a place called Little
the
Israel.
minorities that people are generally complaining about are the fucking fake refugees from like fucking Northern Africa, Syria, Pakistan, like shit like that. Those are the troublemakers, and again, you'd never live in one of those fucking neighborhoods, and you know exactly why.
That's not true. I would. Ask me how much money. You would too. How much money would it take for you to go live in the middle of
Right,
Little
you'd
Somalia?
have to be paid to. You wouldn't fucking want to.
Well, I mean, I'm asking for you. How much would I have to pay you?
I don't know. Do I get to shoot
Wait.
anybody?
Hold on. I don't believe you've ever answered this question. Okay.
God.
I'm sorry. Vegan Gains. Don't be the guy. Okay. All right. I want to tell you a story. I need to get an answer out of you. Okay.
Sure,
And
shoot.
It sounds like a joke, but it's a philosophical thing. We make it a little bit funny. Okay.
All right.
All right. In your room there, I want you to imagine that. Have you ever seen Harry Potter by any chance?
Yeah.
You know how they have like the portal in the train station where you
Yeah.
can run through that? Yeah. Okay. Imagine that you had a portal like that in your room, and every time that you go into this portal, on the other side of the portal, it's a magical room. Now, no one else knows about the portal. No one knows that this is in the portal. It's like a fucking secret portal. Only you can get there. Now, once you're inside the portal, there's a dog there. Now, this can be any breed of dog in the world. It's the world's your oyster. The dog's your oyster, honestly. And here's where we separate the people that tell the truth from those that say they tell the truth, but then say, no, I can't do that. The question is, how much money would you have to get paid to fuck that dog? And keep in mind that you can come back and do it as many times as you want, right? So you can go in there, you know, get 10 grand, come back, go in, come out. No one ever knows. So that's the question. What do you think the least amount of money is that you would even enter that room one time?
There's no amount of money you could pay me where I'd fuck a dog.
Oh, I think we just found a man that can't engage with a hypothetical. Really?
No, I am engaging. I'm
You
just
could
telling
think.
you that I
Hear
have
about
moral
this. You know,
standards
you
that
want.
they're-
I'll tell you why that's wrong. If I don't mean to interrupt you. I was just going to say, think about this: $100 billion. How many animal lives could you save?
Probably not that many.
With $100 trillion.
I don't
You
like.
kind of owned that, Dan. He owned you.
I don't
Dan, you're
think.
owned.
Yeah, I don't think.
Hire
any
a
amount of
fucking
money-
army. You could influence every fucking government on Earth to ban most meat altogether. You could put out.
I'm not
the
sure.
You could put out the world's largest ad campaign that's bigger than all ad campaigns that have ever been spent ever in history combined times 10, saying that if you do this, that you're a pedophile, that only pedophiles eat meat. You could have one of the largest impacts on stopping animal harm in the world by far. You may be able to cut it in half with that amount of money. Even if you could only cut it by 10%. Even if you could do that 10%. Think of how many lives you could save.
I'm not. I'm just not convinced that you'd be able to cut down animal harm substantially with that kind of money. Even like, you know, $100 trillion. Maybe realistically 5%, perhaps.
That's not enough for you?
Yeah, I
to save
don't
5%
think,
of the animals on Earth?
Yeah, I don't think that would be worth it. Just because of my own personal moral
first off,
failing. And again,
that is
we
incorrect,
already
by the way.
have. Like, by the way, again, we already have technology that's being developed that's going to reduce animal harm anyway, like the lab-grown meat. So,
Okay. So for instance, that right there, that's a great thing. You could put huge amount of investment into that. Also, to be clear, you could literally just go buy every fucking farm on Earth. You could do that. You could just go there and be like, "What's your farm worth, bitch?" And they'd be like, "I don't know, 10 million." Be like, "How about 50 million? Fuck out of here." Like you could literally print yourself infinite money. So the question is, really, what are we talking about here?
Yeah, that is definitely a better argument. Like, yeah, in theory, you could possibly buy up farms. The issue is,
I mean, you could make it so expensive for people to eat meat that they naturally all become vegan. That's the only option.
yeah, the thing is, there's so many, like, I don't know on what scale that would work. Because one, there's a lot of foreign buyer restrictions in other countries. So it's not like you can go to China and buy up farms.
Yeah, but if you got
can't do
$100
that.
trillion, trust me. They let you grab them by the pussy.
I don't think so. I don't think they'd let a foreign buyer buy up farmland. There's no way, especially
With
China.
$100 trillion?
I don't think China would do that. Again, that'd be
Hold
a
on.
huge
How
threat
about
to
what
the
if we
CCP.
change? What if we change this a little bit? Okay. So let's say you can choose. Okay. So like imagine 100, 1,000, 10,000 every single time you go back in that room and fuck the dog. 10,000 dark-skinned immigrants are deported from North America. What number would it have to be for you to fuck the dog?
Again, I just
I mean, think about this. One weekend, you could probably almost solve most of your issues with whatever town you have.
yeah, like
You'd be raw, but
the dog. Yeah, the fundamental issue with the dog fucking thing is some of these issues can be solved just through normal political means, and they are being solved. People are getting fed up with this fucking immigrant shit. And
that's slow. We were talking about the magic dog. That makes
yeah,
it happen
I know
instantly.
it's slow, but the like the downside is I have to fuck a dog, and I just don't think I
Yeah,
could
but no
bring
one
myself
knows
to do that.
Hey, no one knows.
Well, I'd know. That's the problem.
You would know. What about, you know, you have so much money. What about if you could forget that you fucked the dog after?
Yeah, no, but I know that I did it in that moment. So before I got the brainwashing.
Yeah, but well, if that's the case, you think that all surgery is immoral? Because you probably, you know, in the second, you might know what's going on, you know?
Well, you're not committing an immoral act by having like a nose job.
Okay.
Huh.
So let's rephrase this a little bit. How many animals are there you think that we eat every year? You know what? We don't even need to know. Let's
I
just say
think the figure's something like 40 billion land animals.
Okay.
That sounds about right.
All right.
Hold on. Wait. I'm sorry. Wait. We eat 40 billion land animals a year?
Yeah, the figure is 40 billion land animals, roughly. I think it might be like 41 or 42 billion get killed. And then if you include sea life, it ends up being in the trillions.
God
Okay.
damn.
All right. So let's just take this. Let's make it simple. How about this? We do, instead of talking about money, let's shrimplify this, if you will. And instead, let's say that every year, 100 animals are eaten on Earth. Okay. And that 100 can be extrapolated out to whatever amount of animals are actually eaten. So if the actual number is trillions of whatever, you know, that would be a 100. And the answer, the total end would be 0. That would be 0. And in between 50, etc. The question is, what number of animals would it take for you to save, just magically, finitely, to fuck that dog? And remember, this is just save. Like if basically, imagine you say 100, save all the animals, so I fuck that dog once per year. That could be it. But is that really your number, or would you do it for half?
I'm not entirely sure. If you put it like that, yeah, I'd say probably like at least a quarter, at least.
A quarter.
I'd feel a lot better with
year.
a half, and then I'd feel a lot better. Yeah, but yeah,
I got to be
like,
honest with you.
I would say
Vegan
I would
gains,
say
I
at
don't
least
need-
half the animals, at least.
I gotta be honest. I feel like if, like, you know, even at 10%, 10% of the, like, you bang that out in a fucking week.
Okay, well,
if you
let
take
me throw this right back at you. If there was a child in that room and you had to essay the child in order to prevent children from getting essayed, how many children would have to be saved from getting essayed for you to essay that child?
Well, I think the way that you're phrasing the question is a little bit different. But
No, it's the exact same.
Well, no, because there's actually a second
Dan's
part.
having some trouble dealing with the hypothetical here.
No. I wanted to get to the second part of the question because it's actually getting right into what you're very good, Vegan Gains, and that's why I wanted to get right into the second part of dog warts. It's the one very few people answer, but I think that you have it in you to actually answer it. Now, no one else. There's very few that have gone in here. You just did dog warts. You're about to get into the second level. It's called dark dog warts. Okay? Now, in dark dog warts, everything is the same. Okay? Everything is the same. All the premises are the same. And everything is the same, except in this one, the dog is not into it and is not consenting in the slightest. They are howling. They are
I was
miserable.
already assuming that in the hypothetical.
Why would you assume that?
Why would a dog want to be fucked?
Yeah. Like they also don't
it's
have
a magical
compatible
fucking
body
room.
parts.
I don't know.
They also don't have compatible body parts. A human penis doesn't like properly fit inside a dog.
How do you know that?
Because he's a
they're
vegan,
fucking
bro. He knows
dogs.
everything about animals, you fucking moron. It's his job.
I hope you haven't tested that. Is that a lobster you have on your arm?
No, it's deer in knight's armor.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, so, okay. Well, then going back to regular dog warts, does it get cheaper now if you know the dog's into it?
No.
you're just like, I'm okay. That's an interesting thing. All right. So,
Well, it'd be the same with like the SA child situation.
Well, that's a little bit dark, you know?
I feel like you really need to push
again,
down an answer to that because Dan's not really. Dan's being really evasive about that.
Yeah, he's being evasive as fuck. He's not even.
I don't mean to be evasive.
hypothetical.
Honestly, I've taken my sleeping medication, so I don't mean to be evasive. Steve, can you? I just want to see how a master answers the question, and then I can maybe give my
So
answer.
I think the fundamental issue with the hypothetical is that you don't have an obligation to help anybody. So when you're in a situation where you have an opportunity to help, but you have to cause like harm to someone to do it, it's just a question of whether or not you care enough about helping a certain amount of beings to personally have to, suffer the burden of harming someone else, psychologically. So, like, again, that threshold may be higher or lower, depending on who you are.
There you go. Easy. Pretty disappointed in you, Dan.
Well, Steve, I don't think we've heard your answer. I believe the first time you actually said it, Steve, is that you would fucking a dog for, was it $75? Steven?
No, I don't think I said that. Wait,
Hold on.
I'm sorry.
There's
My
actually
thing cut out. Wait, did Dan answer the...
No. That's
did he
fine.
answer the child question?
I did.
Well,
I did.
that wouldn't
I did.
surprise me
I did.
because last time...
Wait, what was Dan's answer?
Well, Dan didn't answer the essay question that I asked him.
Oh, interesting.
Here, no, well, you're jumping around on topics. Here he is. Okay, sorry. Destiny. He started at $100 and then he landed on $1,000. Was the amount that he would have sex with a dog with each time for $1,000. And there's a link to video clips of this if you want to. We're gonna make sure that we get you edited on here. We're gonna have to establish a monetary figure equal to 25% of saving the animals. I don't know what that would be, but
well,
I didn't hear an answer from Dan.
Well,
Just saying.
Steve is trying to push this because he doesn't want to participate in the conversation.
That's what I thought.
I'm
That's what I
usually
thought.
I'm the person
Nothing.
who asks the question, not the one
Disgusting.
who participates.
Absolutely disgusting.
He's doing this. You see this? He's doing this like liberal DSA thing where he tries to put it onto someone else's.
No, you're doing the liberal DSA thing by weaseling away from the question.
No.
You're like Mamdani when he's asked about what he thinks about Hamas. Well, my main focus is like humanitarian aid.
Wait, that's actually crazy that you bring
now.
that up because we always call Dan like our own personal Mamdani. So it's kind of funny that he Vegan Games just stumbled onto that. Jeez.
I don't think I've been called that. Why would I be a personal Mamdani? That doesn't make sense at all.
Because you don't ever answer questions.
Well,
no,
at
like
least
that
he doesn't fake
Australian
his
guy.
voice.
Yeah, true. Like Dan does.
And even though he has low testosterone,
I mean,
I'm
that's
sure he
fine.
could bench more than Mom Downey too. Fucking pussy.
Ooh. Hey, Vegan Gains, you want to know my best that I could ever do? I can tell you.
Yeah, sure,
So
shoot.
on benching. So when I was 19, I maxed out at 285 one
pretty good.
time, and I could rep 200 10 times.
That's good. That's actually a good bench. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that was
like
about
I
19.
said,
Now I can. Yeah,
I would suspect that you could bench more than Mom Donnie because he's a pussy. I don't know if you misunderstood that.
but now I don't think I could probably do one plate.
Yeah, that would still
yeah.
be more than Mom Donnie.
There you go, Dan.
It's not 70 years ago. I don't know why people are saying that. I'm not that old. That's a little rude thing to say. That's fine though.
More like a Leroux thing to say.
No. I mean, I beat Darius in arm wrestling. People think that he's pretty young and fit, right? Strapping young lad.
That's actually
I was on
impressive.
camera.
Yeah, he does seem pretty fit. I was hanging out with him
right?
before.
Hey, very nice guy in person, yeah? Or did you get in a fight
yeah,
with
he
him?
is. I
Yeah, he
wouldn't
is.
fight him. He's nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Who would you like to fight?
Mom Donnie.
Mom Donnie. It wouldn't really be a fight. It'd be more like just torture for him.
I see.
I'd really like to do the Tekken King octopus
Stop.
stretch.
Wait, hold on, chill. Let's not talk about murdering politicians on my stream.
No, I didn't say I was murdering
what
him.
you're
I'd
talking
say I'd like to do the Tekken move, the King octopus stretch. Yeah, look that up. Tekken 2.
I'll look that up after stream. I have a feeling I'm going to preemptively disavow it, though.
I disavow as well because I don't know what it is.
Well, guess what? His wife supported October 7th, and if he's married to her, I think he has pretty much the same view. So if he's in favor of violence, then I don't see what the fucking problem is.
I disavow.
Steve, do you support October 7th?
I'm personally a fan of 6 and 8. So, the 7 number I'm just not a big fan of. I feel like we should just skip that one. So, no.
I'd also
Vegan
like
Gains,
to, yeah,
Vegan
shoot.
Would you ever convert to Judaism?
No.
Wait, what does
Yeah, no.
Hussein want to say to Vegan Gains?
Oh, I was just gonna say. So you have problems with Islam. If you fucked 5 dogs and Islam would disappear from the human race entirely, would you do it?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, it causes like so many fucking problems. So many people get murdered, tortured, because of the ideology. Yeah, that would probably be worth it for me.
Would you do it for 4? Like if you had to fuck 6. Like if you had to fuck 6 dogs, would you do it too?
Like you can keep counting. Like I don't know when the number would stop.
What about 100?
Maybe.
Holy shit!
I mean, it's Islam.
It is Islam.
This guy wouldn't do it for $100 trillion. But
By the way,
corgis.
Muslims kill dogs. I'd be saving dogs.
We don't kill dogs. I don't think that's a practice in Islam.
And they fuck goats. They kill dogs and they fuck goats. So I would be saving animals from getting raped and killed. So along with a lot of fucking people.
Well, actually, I don't. In Islam,
Fewer animals would get raped if I raped 100 dogs and Islam went away.
But if you raped 1 dog and you would save like billions of animals, that wouldn't matter to you?
Well, I didn't say I wouldn't. Were you listening?
I was listening.
Yeah, I said I'd probably fuck a dog if, say at least a quarter of animals were saved.
Okay. Wait,
Per year.
I just want to delve into this from Canadian to Canadian. Why do you hate Islam? Like, do you have any moral reasons, any political reasons?
Well, yeah, let's see. It's the ideology that's most responsible for terrorism. It's about 90% of terror attacks worldwide. Every single fucking Islamic country, practically, with the exception of like Saudi Arabia and a lot of the Emirate states are kind of moving away from the Wahhabism, crazy fucking wacko shit where they can't let women drive
Are
and
they?
crap like that. Yeah, they are. They are getting more modern.
Weren't they the literal top funders of terrorism in the 90s and the 80s? And they continue just because they have like concerts. That doesn't mean they're necessarily.
Yeah, no, that would be like Qatar, Iran, Iraq.
Wait, you don't. Wait. Hold up. You don't think that in the 80s and the 90s the Saudis were not funding like millions, thousands of terrorists? You don't think that?
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. Like I know, I know that like fucking Osama bin Laden, but like his family had nothing to do with that. Like that was
Where do you think
investigated
he got
too.
his
I don't
money
know.
from? From where do you
Well,
think he
what do
got
you
his
mean? He
money
was
from for
rich,
the Yeah, from his family.
right?
Yeah, so his family probably has. If you're a rich family and suddenly a bunch of money start
So,
disappearing,
so like my mom gave me $300 for my birthday. If I went out and bought a fucking gun and shot a bunch of people, like, does that mean she like expected me to like commit a mass shooting?
well, no. No. The thing with this Bin Laden family is that the construction funds were deliberately being used to fund terrorism. Like
I'm not
this idea
sure.
that
Like,
you're not.
I'll take your word for it. Sure, whatever. I haven't really looked into it much. As far as I understand, Saudi Arabia used to be a lot more aggressive, but they've modernized. They've moved away from Wahhabism. They're trying to get rid of the crazy Islamic horseshit in their country. They're like also banning cousin marriage. They're allowing women to drive. Like, they're just becoming more modern. But most
Do you think
other
those are wait? Some of
most
those are
other
false,
Muslim
but do you think those
countries are like absolute fucking retarded shitholes.
Yeah, okay, number one, most of those are false, and they're not moving into substantial political change away from said ideologies. If they just use cosmetic change to say, okay, so these certain things that don't really affect the political system are banned, they're not. That doesn't change them from being still a Wahhabi state. You do understand that, right?
I like. Do they eat like? I don't think they've killed like executed any gay people in a long fucking time. I know they used to do
They
that,
they do
but
execute a lot of people.
I'd
They
have to
still
look
execute
up.
lots of people
I'd
for
have to
things of
look up the
apostasy.
totality of executions, but like again, what Islam is known for, like these, like I don't know if they still execute people for apostasy. I'd have to look into it. I don't know much, but I do know they are kind of modernizing, and they're some of the Saudi whatchamacall ambassadors to the US, EU, they've talked about how they like you shouldn't let all these crazy Muslims into your fucking country. So it seems like they know about the problem with radical Islam, and they're making it like they're
I do.
deliberately trying to
It's a
move away
little
from
funny.
that.
It's a little funny when they were the ones funding all the radical Muslims, and then like
Well,
5 10 years
again,
later, they're
okay,
just
if that was
yeah,
in the
they're just
80s and
moving freely.
90s, we're not talking about the 80s and
Early
90s. I'm
2000s
talking about how
too.
they're
Early 2000s
modernizing.
too.
I have no, like, I don't know. I'll take your word for it. Sure.
Wait, okay, wait. So, do you think that if a lot of the Muslim countries just kind of modernize in the way Saudi Arabia is without changing
So,
any of
like,
the
I don't know.
substantial
I don't
political?
understand what this
Wait,
has
why
to
are
do
you
with my
interrupting?
opinion. You're trying to convince me that I should erase all Muslim states. Okay, sure. I'll snap my fingers or
No,
fuck
no,
a
no.
dog.
I'm just
And
trying to have you. I'm just trying to explore your position. It feels like it's not very well thought out, or feels like you have
you're not even
it's more based
talking
on.
about my position. You're asking me about
Okay,
specific
let's
fucking
talk about.
political
Yeah,
questions about Saudi
yeah. When you
Arabia
when
that
whoa,
I
whoa,
told you
whoa,
I
whoa.
from what I
Don't wait.
understand,
Don't Roy.
they're modernizing a little bit, and you're telling me they're not. Like, okay, I'm not sure.
Well, you set an example, and I push back on that example. Do you just speak in broad generalities all the
That has
time?
nothing to do with what my fucking position was. You're asking me
Okay, let's
specific.
explore your position.
You're
What are your problems with Islam, like religiously, theologically?
theologically, okay, it's basically a fucking war manual on how to create like how to expand a tribe and steal money from fucking people or kill them if they won't give up fucking jizya. That's the fundamental fucking
Okay,
core of Islam.
that's the fundamental core of Islam.
Yes, jihad.
What
Jihad is the
jihad is
fundamental core of Islam. The religion was made to steal wealth. That's all it was
made to steal
for.
wealth.
So you're supposed to go to war with neighboring nations or tribes, force them or threaten them with war, and force them to pay a jizya. If they won't pay the jizya, then ideally you will conquer them and kill them and steal their fucking wealth.
Okay,
That
wait.
is the
What do you think
fundamental core
jizya
of
means?
Islam.
What do you think jizya means? Just for the audience.
It's basically a fucking
Maybe you can
tax
define
for
that.
non-Muslims.
Okay, what do you think that tax rate is?
It
Let's
depends.
delve into the mind of vegan
It's
James.
whatever.
It
It's
depends.
whatever that they feel that you can afford. That's essentially what it is. It's basically like a fucking
Okay,
mafia.
well, actually, it's like 1 to 5%, so it's not that much, and it's not based on the.
Oh,
whims
it's
of
not that
rulers.
bad then.
So you're
Being
wrong.
forced
You're
to pay
wrong.
money or you get put to death, it's not that bad. Okay, so where do you
Well,
live?
isn't that the whole state system? Like
So
nowadays,
where do you
like
live
in
and how
every
much money do
country,
you
if
make?
Why does that matter? I live
Well,
in Canada.
I'll
Why does
only
that
take
matter?
about 5%, is what I'm saying.
Less than Canada takes.
Yeah, no, but you do understand all states enforce laws through force. You do understand that. So what is this?
Yeah,
What is
yeah.
your substantive difference
So,
between like Western states
well,
enforcing tax laws at
again,
will versus
jizya
Islam
is
enforcing
not
tax laws
something
at
that's
will?
going to supporting some sort of like fucking train station being built. Again,
Where does
it's
the
to
jizya
extract
go?
wealth. It's to extract wealth and put it
Do
in the
they
pockets of
hoard all the
Muslims.
wealth in their tummy?
It's to extract wealth from non-Muslims. Again, it's like what the fucking Nazis did when they tried to steal wealth from the Jews.
Okay. So none of the wealth goes back in the community. It just disappears or just stays in like a bank account.
It could potentially.
Wait,
Again,
you
you're
just said it
talking
just
about
is going to,
you're
like, a
talking
train
about
station or-
societies. You're talking about societies that are somewhat fucking mixed. So yeah, some of it may. But again, the idea that you pay a special tax on the basis of your fucking religious belief, you're saying that non-Muslims, like that's totally fucking reasonable and sensible? Can you tell me one fucking Western nation, like modern liberal Western nation, that forces you to pay a special tax on the basis of your religious belief? And you're trying to argue that that's not fucked up? And again, if you don't pay the tax, you get fucking killed.
No, you don't get killed if you don't pay the tax. That's
Yes, you do.
And,
yes, you do.
okay, source?
And again, show like the amount of fucking Muslim apologists online, like fucking Muhammad Hijab, who's literally stated flat out, if you don't pay the jizya, then you get fucking killed.
So your source is like
you're telling me Islam isn't that bad because you don't see a fucking moral problem with forcing people to pay a special tax on the basis of their religious belief.
I'm not saying it's okay.
You're wasting my fucking time. You're a fucking retard. So what else do you want to fucking ask me?
Dude, I didn't even get to finish, dude.
You're not finishing anything. You're asking me stupid fucking questions and pushing back on fucking retarded horseshit. I fucking told you there's a problem. I fucking told you there's a problem with jihad, and then you're trying to convince me it's not that bad to force people to pay a special tax because of their fucking religious belief.
It really does feel like you're like conflating different terms. You don't know what's happening. Maybe like
I don't know what's happening. No, please explain to me why it's not a fucking problem to force people to pay a special tax on the basis of their religious belief, and if you don't pay it, you kill them. Please convince me.
Hold on, real quick. Okay, I can't believe I'm about to do fucking Islam apology. So jizya was seen as an advance in modern rights because the idea was a normal Muslim can pay a tax into a Muslim society, but another religious person can't. So you either forcibly convert them into Islam or you kill them. Jizya, or the idea of having like these protected religious minority groups who are theoretically allowed to practice their own religion within Muslim societies, but they can't collect the ordinary tithing or whatever from them, so they collect a special tax called jizya, which ideally matches the ordinary ummah, the Muslim population tax. That was the point of jizya.
What's the historical source for that?
Definitional. Go look it up on Wikipedia.
Wikipedia.
That's what I'm just telling you what it is. I don't know what you.
Okay, it's really weird that all the fucking Muslim apologists and imams explain it completely fucking differently. The way they explain it, again, it's okay. Again,
tell me how they explain it. Yeah.
When the fucking people who are like literally saying they want to conquer us and like overthrow fucking like Christian Western nations and all this fucking shit and spread Islam, the way they explain jizya is we can either have some use from you and steal money from you or you die. That's the way they explain it. They don't explain it as, oh, well, it's just some like basic tax that everybody has to pay. Then why in the fuck would this not just be some kind of like municipal tax that everybody pays or some sort of federal tax that everybody pays? Why does the concept of the jizya still fucking exist then? You're full of shit.
Well, I don't know if the concept of the jizya does exist. I don't know if it's like if this is the thing that's collected anymore in societies. I'm pretty sure
it
they
is.
just have like other religious.
It is. There are Christians living in Syria that are forced to pay a fucking jizya.
That's just okay. Do you have a source for that? I would be really curious.
Yes, the fucking news, like the BBC has fucking gone in and interviewed Christian fucking churches, and they've asked about jizya payments.
Is that under ISIS or is that under the
Just as a
current
heads up,
government?
no, Syria had a real government. They did not collect jizya from fucking Christians. That is not true.
Yes, they did. Again.
Wait, which regime? Let's pinpoint this.
Yeah, this so this would have been It wouldn't have been the Assad regime. There's certain areas of Syria that were controlled by the rebels, and again, the Christians were forced to pay a fucking
You're
jizya.
talking about like places that fucking ISIS occupied, assuming they didn't just fucking kill them. They might have collected taxes from people and did that, but
the secular Assad regime was implementing an Islamic tax, as you described, on Christians when Christians were the.
Did I say that?
Christian Alawites.
So you didn't listen to anything I said.
Is that just what you just
so
said?
You didn't listen to anything I just fucking said. Congratulations.
Dude, I think you need help, man.
You literally didn't listen to a single fucking thing I said, so congratulations. I literally did not fucking say that.
Okay.
So again, if this is your explanation for the jizya, then why the fuck does this concept still exist in Islam? You would just have federal, state, provincial, municipal taxes.
Because that's what
well,
it
that's
is.
pretty much what it
Retards
does.
on
But
the internet saying something is different from the actual implementation of said thing. You do acknowledge that, right?
What did you just say?
Radical sheikhs on the internet saying, "Oh, we're gonna steal all the money from the non-Muslims." Is different from
What do you mean
practical
radical shit on the
implementation.
internet? These are
Radical sheikhs, like the
Yeah.
imams you're talking about, the thing you just said.
Yeah, so again, when all these fucking people who are literal Muslim fucking scholars and imams are fucking explaining the jizya is just a special tax where we're just going to take their fucking wealth as basically a punishment for not being Islam because that's all they're useful to us. They're fucking basically dogs, and we just have the grace not to fucking end their life because they pay us. When they explain that to you, that's the jizya, and then your argument is, oh, well, no, I looked it up on Wikipedia. It's actually this nice thing that had nothing to do with religious discrimination. I'm not going to trust the fucking Wikipedia source. I'm going to trust the people who are Muslim, who are scholars, who are imams, religious leaders, saying what it is.
Do they have any positions of political power in the Muslim world that are saying this, or are these like sheikhs on the internet living in the West?
Well, what do you mean? They're forcing people to pay a fucking jizya.
No, my question. Okay, sorry, I forgot you're retarded. My question was, do these people have political power in the Middle East to implement?
Oh,
these
okay.
taxes,
I'm a
or are these people in the
retard,
West?
but it's not a
Yes.
fucking problem to force people
No,
to
don't
pay a
pivot,
special
don't pivot,
tax on the
don't
basis
pivot,
of
don't pivot,
religion.
don't pivot. Just ask why you. No, I'm just gonna ask it again. Are these sheikhs in position of political power in the Muslim world, or are they in the West where they can't implement this possibly?
I don't know what you mean by political power, because again, there are in fact fucking religious minorities living in Muslim countries, Muslim controlled territories that are being forced to pay a jizya. So like I don't know what the fuck you mean by that. They are being forced to pay a fucking jizya on the basis of being a religious minority, and the whole fucking point of that is, well, you're useful for us, you make money, and we won't kill you as long as you give us the money.
well, that's what you just described is all things. Is we kill you if you don't give us the money. That's like taxation, right?
Oh, really? So if you didn't pay your property taxes, Trump is going to send someone after you to kill you?
If or I'll be jailed, yeah, at some point, yeah.
Oh, okay. Is that murdering you?
No, murder is typically
okay. So it's
unjustified.
different. Okay, so it's different. Okay, murder's different than jail. So you're talking about something completely different, aren't you?
Well, I mean, it's by threat of force, I guess. I mean,
oh,
yeah,
okay, threat of force. Okay, so jailing somebody is the same as murdering them.
Is all force the same?
No, it isn't. That's kind of the point I'm making. So why the fuck are you trying
to?
Why are you trying to conflate these things?
You're overgeneralizing. No, you're conflating it.
You're the one trying to conflate these two things.
Under threat of force, you have to pay taxes or convert religions or eventually get killed. I guess if you resist the police and you don't want to do it, or you can live in jail forever, I guess.
And you're trying to convince me that you're not spreading DSA fucking brain rot?
Who's spreading DSA brain rot? I don't like Islam. I'm an atheist.
Oh, you don't. But it's not. But it's not a fucking problem to force religious minorities to pay a special tax on the basis of their religion, and it's not a problem to like threaten to kill them.
I'm a liberal.
Well, no, it's not. We do that here, right? We do that here, right? It's all force. It's all force. What's the difference? What's the difference, right? What's the difference? We do that here. We jail people for not paying taxes. What's the difference difference from what the Muslims are doing. They kill people, we jail them. It's force, right? That's literally
It
what
is
you just
forced.
said to me.
Is it not forced? Is it not forced? I'm sorry. Hold on. Do you think taxes are
How
optional in
is
the West?
this
Do you
in
think-
any
do you
way
think taxes are
fucking
optional in the West?
what?
Well, I'm just curious. Do you
In
think
what
taxes are
way
optional in the
do you
West?
think that
Do you think
observation is
taxes
salient to the
are
discussion?
optional
In
the
what
West?
way do you think that is
taxes
salient
are
to the
optional
discussion?
in
In
the
what
West?
way
Is
do you
it
think
really the
bringing
case
that
that
up is
taxes
salient to the discussion?
Are optional in the
In
West?
what way
Is that
is this
true?
salient
Are
to the
taxes
discussion?
an optional thing in the West?
In what
Is it
way is
optional
this
for you to pay
salient to the
taxes
discussion?
in the West?
Do
I
you
didn't know
think
that
it's
it was
optional to not pay
to
traffic
pay
tickets?
taxes
Do
in
you
the
think it's
West?
optional
Oh,
to
no,
drive
it's
without a
not.
driver's
Is
license?
it optional
How
to
is
pay
this salient?
taxes in the West?
How is this salient to the
I'm just
discussion?
curious if it's optional to
How
pay
is this
taxes.
salient to the discussion?
Are taxes
How is this
optional?
okay? So you're just
Does
deflecting.
anybody know if taxes
Right,
are
right.
optional?
You're
no,
just
I'm asking
deflecting.
a question and I'm gonna get an answer. You can't answer the question. It's too hard for you. Are taxes optional in the West?
No, they're not. What the fuck does that have to do with what we were talking about? What the fuck does that have to do with the issue of radical Muslims using violence, the threat of death, to fucking force people?
Is kidnapping violence? Is it violent
again?
to kidnap
How
somebody?
is this salient to the
violent
discussion?
kidnap? Well, I don't know. Is it violent to kidnap?
You don't
somebody?
know? Okay, if you don't know, then
Is it violent to
there's no
kidnap
reason to
somebody?
talk. So you're just saying words that have
Is it violent? to
Right,
kidnap
so you're
somebody?
just
Does
saying
anybody
words.
know?
Right,
Anybody else
I don't know.
answer
I don't
it?
know
Is
what
it
this has to do
violent
with what we're
kidnap somebody?
talking about, but I'm just gonna say
Is it
it. Blah blah
violent
blah blah blah.
Kidnap somebody? Does anybody know if it's violent? to
I'm
kidnap
done.
somebody?
I'm done. I'm
Is
done.
it
You
violent
can't
to
you
kidnap
can't
somebody?
sensibly fucking you can't
Does anybody
sensibly
know
have
if
a
it's
discussion on this
violent
topic.
to kidnap somebody?
Vegan gains. Vegan gains.
Is it violent to kidnap somebody? Anybody know? Is it
Well,
violent to
no,
kidnap
because
somebody?
Muslims do that, and Muslims are good. We need that cultural enrichment.
Oh, wait. So then, is
No,
it
Muslims
violent
are
to kidnap
good.
somebody?
No, Muslims are good. We should bring them all over here so they can overthrow us and get us to pay a jizya. What's the difference? We
Oh.
have to pay taxes anyway, right?
Well, is it violent then to kidnap somebody?
Well, no, it's what we do anyway. It's fine. We should just bring in all the fucking Muslims and have them force us pay a jizya. It's okay, right?
Okay. I guess it's not violent, right? Nothing's violent, I guess, to you. So.
Well, yeah, it's all the same. We do it anyway, so let's just bring in the Muslims. Nothing would change.
Okay, vegan gains. I'm level Canadian to Canadian. I'm just gonna try to explain this to you. Jizya as a practice does not exist in a way that is practiced by a lot of states. Okay, are you following so far?
Yeah, sure.
It's not implemented by even.
Keep in mind, Hussein
2
is
or 3
Muslim, so he's literally authorized by the Prophet Muhammad to lie to you. Just letting you know.
Oh, he's Muslim?
Oh, true.
Yep.
I'm agnostic.
Is he Muslim or is he agnostic?
I'm agnostic.
His name is literally Ethiopian Hassan.
Oh, so he's just a liar.
Hassan Piker's lost. What do you mean I'm a liar?
So what are you agnostic of? Are you agnostic of Islam? Are you agnostic of a
Yes.
god, period?
Yes.
You're agnostic of
yes.
Islam. So
Oh.
you think that it is possible that that God talked to an illiterate fucktard in the Middle East and told him that it's
I think
fine
you're
to rape a
normatively
fucking
loaded now,
9-year-old.
a little bit.
You're agnostic to that.
I'm just saying I don't think God exists. I don't think there's like good arguments on either side. I'm not saying
There's
outrageous
not
good.
good arguments on either side. Are you agnostic to fucking Santa Claus?
No, I don't think Santa Claus exists.
Oh, but you think
So you think
there's a
more proof
possibility
for
that
Allah than there is for Santa Claus. That's what I heard.
right.
Okay, vegan gains.
There's
So-
more evidence for Allah than Santa Claus.
I like.
What's the
I
evidence
just
for Allah?
fit with. I don't see much convincing evidence for Allah. That's why I'm agnostic.
Well, why are you agnostic on Allah, but you're not agnostic on Santa Claus?
I haven't really thought about that. Like honestly, if I'm.
But
being
you thought about
honest.
Allah?
Yeah.
You
'cause I
thought
grew up
about
around-
whether or not it's okay to fuck 9-year-olds?
Dude, I feel like you have this like weird obsession with like the Aisha shit. Like
He
if
pivoted.
they checked your heart, if you checked.
So
your heart
so
drive, I feel
do
like
you think
they're-
it's
they'd find
possible that
some-
God permits fucking 9-year-olds?
Or you're
Dude, I feel
agnostic
like
on
we
that
need
at
to-
least?
No, I'm against that for the record, but I'm just saying I feel like there's a lot of weird shit in your heart.
Okay, how about having
This is-
sex
This is your
slaves?
main talking point.
How about having
No, I'm not
sex
okay with
slaves,
that either.
concubines?
I feel like you're shadowboxing someone. I'm not like a radical Muslim Salafist. I feel like you're.
Well,
having a
that's what's in
conversation with me.
Islam. It's explicitly stated. You're allowed to keep war booty. That includes slaves and sex slaves.
Yep. In Game of Thrones, they did it.
So you're agnostic, whether or not God exists, and he's fine with keeping sex slaves? Are you agnostic about getting 79 virgins in heaven? You're agnostic? Where do the virgins come from? Are they made in heaven specifically for those people, or did God find a bunch of virgins on earth that died, and they're waiting for people who committed jihad?
And if you think about it, if they can have 9-year-old sex slaves, that means that your 72 virgins must all be 8 years old. What the fuck?
That's fucked up. So vegan gains. I'm just gonna go back. I said I was agnostic on all gods. You're focusing.
You're agnostic on all gods. You think Thor
really
might
evenly.
exist. You think Zeus might exist.
No, okay. Okay. I know.
What other magical creatures do you think exist? Do you believe that dragons might be real?
I'm trying to emphasize there must be a good
You're
person.
calling me a fucking retard, and
a-
you think a magic man in the sky might exist who's okay with you fucking 9-year-olds, and he'll give you 79 virgins in heaven if you blow yourself up? And yeah.
Okay.
I'm the retard?
I'm trying to. Vegan
There
gains,
might be a magic man. I don't know. I never really thought about it that much, but maybe magic is real. Maybe magic is real. I don't know. I never really thought about it. There's not a good argument either way whether or not there's magic.
But you've thought about Santa Claus more than God.
Yeah.
Vegan gains. Okay.
Santa Claus doesn't make me pay jizya.
I'm gonna try to get this out. You can road rage as much as you want. Okay. Okay. So for jizya, the thing that you are autistically hyperfixated.
I don't give two fucking shits. Move on from the topic. Whatever. If you want to rely on a fucking Wikipedia source, great. There's more than just the fucking jizya with what I have a problem with Islam. There's fucking Sharia law, keeping women as second-class citizens, allowing you to beat your wife. Just the pro-war violent fucking attitude these cultures fucking have.
Problem.
Like again, they're absolutely fascist. They do not allow for opposing beliefs. Again, leaving Islam, the death penalty is fucking apostasy.
What do you think fascism means?
Okay, you're a fucking child. I'm not fucking dealing with you. Like great.
Okay.
I'm not going to be talked to like a fucking child and ask stupid fucking questions. What do you think fascism is? Fuck you.
Okay, but
what do you think
mean, like,
this is?
Are you okay, dude? Okay, I'm just saying, like, that's a pretty good question to ask you when you're calling Islam fascistic. You don't know what fascism is.
Oh, really? I don't know what fascism is. So murdering people on the basis of a religious or political belief, that's not akin to fascism. Hitler fucking loved Islam. He wished Islam was the fucking religion of the German people. Literal fascists wanted to promote Islam. Islam is perfectly in line with fascism in every fucking sense.
Okay. Do you need a glass of water? Do you want to take a break?
Is it or is it not true that Hitler was infatuated with Islam?
He was probably infatuated with a lot of things. I just don't think that Islam.
So that's
no
that
way.
Right,
no
right,
way that Hitler
right.
wanted to be Islamic. There's no way that's true.
he literally it's documented, it's recorded. This was recorded with his meeting with the Mufti. He was infatuated with Islam. He loved the kind of warlike fucking mentality it had.
Infatuated with is different than like wants to be Islamic. Those are two
He
totally
literally
different things.
is quoted as saying he would have rather Islam be the religion of the German people than Christianity because he thought Christianity was weak.
He hated Catholicism. He hated Christianity. That's a meaningless statement. That's like saying
that is not a meaningless statement. That is not a meaningless statement. Then why wasn't Hitler ever fucking quoted as saying, "Oh, gee, I wish like the German people believed in the fucking Greek pantheon"? Like there's something special about Islam that Hitler had an interest in. And again, he's literally quoted.
Why didn't Hitler convert everybody? Why was there no state religion of fucking Islam?
That's a good question.
Because most of the fucking Germans were fucking Christian. You think that would be politically poignant?
Doesn't matter.
You think that would be politically poignant? You think that would be politically poignant for him?
Political sensibilities. My bad. True. Okay. My bad.
So because Hitler's the supreme leader, he can just it's not like a revolt could happen.
No.
It's not like he could lose support. It's not like he could lose support.
Fascist dictators all the time are like, man, I really don't want to like piss off my population, so let's all just be like atheists or whatever, you know? Chill.
Why do you think he why do you think he publicly stated he was a Roman Catholic?
Because he wanted the church to come riding into battle with him for the 15th Crusade.
Right. Okay. So he tried to manipulate people and get him to support him. That's very fucking obvious and clear.
Wait, why didn't
So
he
again,
people into believing in Islam?
acting as though Hitler did not have a fucking interest and fascination and infatuation with Islam, because if he did, he would have just tried to convert everybody to Islam. It's fucking retarded.
Well, you've changed. Yeah, it is. Well, that would be retarded. Except you've
that
totally
whole thing.
changed your entire fucking argument.
Yeah.
To what
No, I
you're
didn't.
fascinated with.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
You did.
Okay, you people are fucking retarded.
Vegan Gains, who did you vote for in the last federal election in Canada?
Conservatives.
Polyair. Hell yeah.
Why'd you vote for him? You see, you went to a mosque or something?
Because the liberals are a bunch of lying fucking scumbags, and they've lied about practically every fucking campaign promise they made. Particularly on housing. They said they were going to have this plan to reduce housing. 2 months after fucking dick fuck got elected, his housing minister said, we're not going to do anything to lower the fucking cost of housing. This guy has made plans to deliberately try to keep the ceiling floor of housing high. That fucking condo bailout being a fucking example, rather than just letting the fucking developers go bankrupt and then buying up these, either allowing private citizens to buy up these properties for nothing, or again, if the whole plan was to have affordable housing,
really wants to
they could have bought up that.
Housing? The DSA. Holy shit. I bet you'd love. We have this new mayor down here in New York. It's called Mamdani.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that has to do with anything I'm fucking saying. So thanks for interrupting me.
Do you think all the broken campaign promises are as bad or at the same level as Polyev cozying up with the radical Islamists in mosques? You did see that, right? You're very in tune with politics.
No, yeah, he's definitely cozying up with mosques by saying that he supports the fucking Israeli incursion into Gaza, right? That was really popular with Muslims.
You don't think politicians lie?
That was really popular with Muslims. When he literally fucking said that Jews are doing us all a favor by eradicating Hamas? That was a big thing to help the Muslims, right? Do you think Polyev, if he got elected, would have recognized fucking Palestine as a state while there were still fucking Jewish hostages?
No, that's not.
Do you think Polyev would have recognized Palestine as a state while Hamas still had fucking Israeli hostages in Gaza?
So do you think Carney is like...
You're not answering my question. Would Polyev have recognized Palestine as a state if he got elected while there were still fucking Israeli hostages being held in Gaza?
Okay. Probably.
Okay, right. Sure he would.
But do you think Carney is like this big Islamist, like he's been hiding all along in his work for the Bank of England? He probably embezzled money for like selfish groups in like North Africa. What is your view on this?
He's too weak.
I think he's just a corrupt fuckhead, and basically all of his political decisions so far have been made to basically support his own investment portfolio. Pretty clear.
True.
Okay.
Or it's a lie.
And he's a fucking asshole. He's still upholding that fucking assault weapon ban for no fucking reason. There's still a handgun freeze.
Listen, buddy.
Gun violence is fucking climbing. Still.
I'm gonna keep it real with you, buddy. I don't think you should have access to any guns. So I think the assault weapon ban, good in my book for now.
You think I can't get a gun?
Right.
So sorry, like fucking eighth graders have fucking handguns. Buddy, there was a shooting with fucking teenagers that just happened at some fucking event in downtown Toronto. Do you think they got those legally? You think I can't get a fucking gun if I wanted? Where do you think these guns come from, you fucking idiot?
Islam.
So how the fuck? So please explain to me how after the handgun ban and after the assault weapon ban, gun violence is increasing. So banning guns solves gun violence?
The Gaza Strip.
True.
They got guns.
Can you repeat the question? I feel like your mic was peaking. I couldn't hear you.
What did you want?
Can you repeat your previous statement?
He said he can get a gun if he wants one, and you're acting like the gun ban is doing anything. That's what he said. You know what he said.
I'm just saying, legally or illegally, I don't think you should be able to own a firearm.
How would you stop me from illegally getting a gun?
Yeah, how would you stop somebody from? That's the whole point of it being illegal.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would call the RCMP in advance, maybe warn them. I don't know.
In advance?
In advance?
Just go to his house and block him from leaving?
I would hope so. I feel like this guy should be institutionalized, judging by this convo.
Judging by the convo, when you're the one trying to fucking convince me that a fucking like rapist, pedophile, murder religion is fine, bring more in. It's like, what's the big deal with the jizya? Murdering people based on their religious belief and not just giving you money and being extorted, that's fine. But I'm the crazy one. You believe in fucking magical fucking creatures in the sky, and you think I'm fucking unhinged?
No, okay. Number one, I don't believe. That's why I said.
Oh wait, no, sorry. You think it's possible there's magical creatures in the sky? Sorry.
Listen, everything's possible. Everything's possible.
Except for Santa Claus, which you said no. So
yeah,
straw man.
Yeah, that's a good point. Again, let's discuss about.
By the way, I have no fucking criminal record. I haven't had any fucking assault charges. Nothing. Like you think just because I'm getting angry, I shouldn't be able to like own a fucking gun? That's how much of a fucking pansy you are?
If you got angry, you
oh no, someone got angry. Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared. Make sure he can't get a gun. Ban guns, even though that does nothing, and gun violence is still fucking increased despite all the fucking gun bans and handgun freezes.
You don't seem very stable, and I feel like a good prerequisite for people owning firearms.
I don't seem stable, but you entertain the possibility of magical creatures floating around in the sky.
I mean, I'm not the one hooting and hollering about it. Okay, begin games. Are you right? Is everything good? Can we move on?
So, what fucking point did you want to make?
I just said you shouldn't be able to own firearms.
Why? On what basis? On what basis? Because I'm getting angry in a conversation?
I feel like a lot
so you believe people should have their rights taken away on the basis of them getting angry in a conversation? You know what? I think you should be institutionalized and locked up because you're insane. Because you think it's possible that there's magical creatures in the sky and that every god that's ever been imagined by fucking mankind could possibly exist and be watching you right now. So, you know what? You should have your rights taken away. You should not be able to have a fucking job. You should not be able to walk around freely. You should just be locked up because I don't like the way you think. That's how you think? That's how you think. You think basic human rights should be taken away because you don't like how somebody gets angry. And then you think I'm fucking, you think I have the fucked up political beliefs.
Dog, you're the one saying that like fucking like undesirable should be deported from the West. I feel like
oh wow, people who are like rapists and murderers and criminals and have no fucking education and do nothing but leech off the fucking like welfare system, they should be deported? I'm nuts. What a crazy unhinged political belief. We should just look at people online if they ever get angry in a fucking conversation and take away their fucking basic human rights. They shouldn't have a right to defend themselves because they got angry one time.
Kind of
Are
fucked
you doing
up.
a Tucker Carlson voice? Also, I don't see why you're against like hijabs and burqas. I feel like you're masked.
Oh, hijabs and burqas. Forcing women to cover up their fucking face. Like guess what? Denmark has moved to ban fucking the burqa. You think Denmark is wrong for banning the fucking burqa? Something that like basically keeps women enslaved and second-class citizens? You're in favor of that? You want like a two-tiered society where there's groups of fucking people that use threats and harassment against women to force them to wear certain things? You're in favor of that?
Dude, only for your ex-wife. That's my political position.
Okay, you're completely unserious.
Deeply.
Wait. Answer the question.
You didn't ask me a question, you fucking
would
idiot.
you support your ex-wife? Okay. You got me there.
So again, you think I'm fucking nuts and have fucked up political beliefs because I think rapists, murderers, criminals, and people who have no fucking education who come into the country illegally on the false pretense of being a refugee and just leech off the fucking welfare state, they shouldn't be deported. That is a fucked up political belief to you.
I mean, in the way you're describing it, no, but the way it would be implemented, yes.
How would it be implemented? Like by the way, Canada. By the way,
Okay,
Canada
yeah,
has
go ahead.
absolutely no system of tracking whether or not people overstay their visas. So there's a huge scam going on where people get these bullshit student visas. They don't have any. They don't actually have any credentials to go into these universities. They fake it. A lot of them are able to get in because they don't do a proper check on whether or not their credentials are accurate. Once they get in, they don't even attend these schools. They just stay in Canada and just find whatever jobs and work however they just get by. And they have absolutely no way of tracking these people and making sure they overstay their visas. This is a huge fucking immigration issue in Canada. Again, and then you're saying you're saying that like I'm fucking unhinged by saying we should reform the immigration system and make sure people who shouldn't belong here don't get in.
How do you go from like we should need
Well,
to
like
deport
again,
all Muslims to,
we've
fixing the
we've
immigration
literally
system?
had immigration ministers fucking talk about how we're letting in so many people in so fucking quickly. We can't do appropriate background checks to make sure they even are who they say they are. And then like you're telling me it's unreasonable to not want people who shouldn't be in the country in the country.
Kind of fucked
Being
up.
gains, you go from like the most hardcore position, and then you like slowly water it down to like a reasonable.
What have I watered down?
Because like,
What have I watered down?
you went from saying all Muslims should be deported to saying
I
we
didn't
need
say
to
that.
fix our
I
immigration
didn't
system.
say that.
Yeah, you did. You explicitly said that.
I didn't say that.
So what type of Muslims would you be fine with?
Well, I guess the ones who are here fucking legally and again, aren't fucking
What if
criminals, rapists, murderers, like that sort of shit.
If a Muslim was none of those things but really religious, would you let them be in your society?
Well, I wouldn't let it like again, if they're already here and they're here legally,
Oh.
I wouldn't let more in. Like again, religious extremism. Yeah, I'd absolutely block people based on religious extremism. And again, those are questions that are normal if you go to an immigration office. Like, do you believe women should have the same rights as men? Do you believe that women should be forced to cover up in public? Do you think women should be able to attend school just like men? Those are questions that are asked at immigration offices. So again, if you ask these questions that determine religious extremism and they answer affirmatively that they're religious extremists, why would I want them in?
That's very different from what you originally said, but I feel like
No, it's
we
not.
tend to agree. It is. It
No, it's not.
Really is. Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
That's great. The guy who isn't sure whether or not every single magical creature that's ever been conceived of mankind exists or not.
Why do you keep bringing this up? This isn't really
right.
affecting my
The
daily
guy
life.
who isn't sure
I feel like
if the Greek
immigration-
pantheon exists is telling me he's sure of what I just said. Okay.
Okay, deep breaths in and out. Okay, that's kind of all I had.
Yeah, so basically, Mark Carney is a lying, corrupt pussy. He's making the country go fucking bankrupt so he can enrich himself. He is taking away basic fucking human rights from Canadians, including the right to self-defense. He is pushing more archaic anti-gun laws, like in the fucking UK. He's not doing any fucking adequate action against the immigration issues in fucking Canada. And he's trying to ram through really scary legislation. Like he was basically trying to get it so that the government could just spy on you at any time they want. He wanted to make sure that police wouldn't have to have a warrant to basically access your phone and computer. So like there's a lot of shit that he's doing that's just fucking disgusting. And again, the big issue in Canada right now is housing issue. You have like every generation past millennials. They literally will never be able to afford a home at this rate. And this guy is deliberately trying to keep the housing floor high.
True.
And there's a lot of weird fucking corrupt shit that's going on with his connections with China. That seems to have something to do with the condo bailout. There were Chinese investors that he was having discussions with this condo bailout thing. Really fucking weird. And again, it's also tied a lot to organized crime. But yeah, the guy's just a lying scumbag. I don't like him. I don't like where he's bringing, I don't like where Canadian politics are headed with the fucking Liberal Party. They're anti-democratic entirely.
Do you think that all those issues you listed are more prescient than the Muslim invasion we're facing as Canadians?
I think they're intertwined. So again,
They're intertwined.
the liberals are the ones who are pushing this fucking massive, ridiculous fucking immigration, and they're not doing anything to change it. There's so many fucking immigration loopholes that they just refuse to fucking close, and it's because they want this.
I'm just kind of confused. I feel like the anti-Muslim racism doesn't make sense. I feel like a lot of your
Anti-Muslim racism. I don't care what fucking color Muslims are. Some of them are Persian,
Okay,
some of them are fucking
sorry for
Arab.
the word.
Has nothing to do with fucking race. You could have fucking redhead gingers talking about fucking jihad. I'd fucking hate them just the same.
Okay, that wasn't the main point. Okay. I was just going to say, I feel like a lot of your racism should be placed towards...
Is Islam a race? Is Islam a race?
No, okay, prejudice. Is that better for you?
So it's not racism, it's prejudice. What is wrong with prejudice? Do you fuck pigs? That's prejudice. Like you have to have some amount of prejudice and discernment. Like, what is inherently wrong with prejudice? You're prejudiced against rapists, right? You're prejudiced against murderers. Do you want them coming into the country?
No, okay.
So what are these? Like, what utility do any of these words have?
Okay, so I'm just gonna say again. Shouldn't a lot more of your discrimination? Is that a better word for you? Are you happy now?
Sure, go ahead.
Getting a little bit uppity. A lot of your discrimination should be placed towards Indians, who are the main people. A lot of conservatives are blaming. A lot of the immigration system is being strained by, instead of...
By the way, when we were talking about the immigration topic, I wasn't even focusing on Muslims. The Muslim topic was entirely fucking separate, and it wasn't even related to, like, the Canadian political discussion.
Okay, that's a good clarification. Good job. So do you dislike Indians for the same reasons you dislike Muslims in immigration wise, or
there are
more pure stock of immigrants?
So I prefer Indian immigrants over Muslim immigrants, but they have a lot of the same problems. Well, because they don't believe in radical fucking jihad. They don't believe in, like, covering women up and treating them as second-class citizens. They don't have the same, like, fucking crazy, vehemently anti-gay, lesbian, trans fucking prejudices. They're not as inherently violent as a lot of Muslim cultures. If I were to go in front of a Muslim mosque and held up a sign saying, like, the Prophet Muhammad is a faggot and he raped 9-year-olds or something, or I showed a picture of the Prophet Muhammad, the length of time it would take me to get stabbed would be far shorter than the length of time it would take me to, like, go in front of a fucking, I don't know, Indian church, I don't know what the fucking call them, and make fun of, like, Krishna or something. They'd probably just ask me, what's your problem?
Either way, you're not... Jesus, that was a crazy accent. I feel like either way, you're going to be pretty safe, since, we live in Canada, and, the people are not just going to stab you over that.
Yeah, they fucking would. I almost got stabbed at the fucking protest at Ottawa, the October 7th fucking festival. It's on my fucking channel. I filmed the whole thing. There was a guy reaching into his fucking pocket, and he was reaching for a fucking pocket knife, and he was thinking of stabbing me because I had a fucking shirt on that said "Death to Hamas." So again, the idea that there aren't any violent Muslims in this country. Oh, we're safe. Okay. If you think we're safe, if you think Muslims aren't violent, go in front of a mosque, hold up a picture of the Prophet Muhammad, and that says he's a faggot and all this shit. See how long it takes you to get attacked and stabbed.
Wait, so your evidence is that someone reached into their pocket and you said you're gonna get stabbed?
I could see a fucking pocket knife in his pocket, and he was reaching for it, standing right next to me, hoping I didn't notice. So I stood right in front of him and stared him down, and then he fucking left.
Wow. That's some high testosterone shit, my guy.
And by the way, I have plenty of fucking stories of people having run-ins with fucking Muslims. I had a buddy who I ran into downtown. I can't remember. It was like Castle Frank Station or something. There's a big mosque there. He was riding his bike, and some like fucking drunk Muslim dude like walked in front of him. He got into he was high or crazy or something, And yeah, guess what? Muslims get drunk. Just because it's against their religion doesn't mean Muslims don't do drugs. Okay, so you want to play the no true Scotsman fallacy with me? This guy was like drunk or high or something. He nearly got hit by my buddy on a fucking bicycle. They got into a little fight. This Muslim guy ran into the mosque. This was at like 3 a.m. 50 fucking Muslims poured out and chased my buddy down. And luckily he had a bicycle and he was able to fucking run away. My ex-wife also got harassed. My ex-wife also got harassed on the subway around that station where the mosque is by fucking Muslims because she had a dog and she was being fucking threatened. So like the idea that, oh, Canada's safe, Muslims are fine, cultural enrichment, nothing's going to happen. Yeah, great. Stand in front of a fucking mosque and like show a picture.
Okay. Listen, we get it. Okay.
How long? Prove it. Prove it. Let's see you not get stabbed. These people are violent. By the way, I was helping a guy film downtown who was an anti-Muslim protester. One of them was white. His buddy was actually an ex-Muslim. They were doing an anti-Muslim protest at Dundas Square. He was insulting the Prophet Muhammad. I saw him get attacked by 3 different fucking Muslim men. He got punched in the fucking face. So again, the idea that this isn't a violent fucking culture is just fucking retarded. Look at look what happened in France with those fucking cartoons of the Prophet Muhammad. That artist got fucking stabbed. It is well known these people are fucking violent. Look at in the UK that fucking debate square in the park. That woman who's an ex-Muslim got fucking stabbed. These people are inherently violent. It's part of their culture.
Good one. Thank you. Thank you for the contributions. I appreciate it.
All right, that's all. Much love. Hopefully the 50 Muslims don't get to you too, buddy.
Right. Muslims aren't violent. Right. Okay. Do you live in a Muslim neighborhood?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, good. Then it'll be very easy for you to do the cultural experiment. Stand around with a sign with a picture of the Prophet Muhammad. Says the Prophet Muhammad's a faggot, a false prophet, and a child rapist. See how long it takes you to get stabbed in the Muslim neighborhood. Guarantee you it won't take fucking long. At the very least, you're going to get attacked and beaten.
I don't think that's the case, but
okay, do it. Film it for us. Come back. Yeah, sure. Come back in a few days. Film it for us if you're still alive, and we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Right, you're full of shit. You don't have the guts to do it.
No, because I would do it, and I will do it, but
you don't have the guts to do it. You know exactly what would fucking happen. You're either going to get viciously beaten or fucking stabbed.
Huge nothing burger.
You're either going to get viciously beaten or fucking stabbed. It's what they do. Okay. So you're full of shit.
It's what they do.
Look at Tommy Robinson. How many times has this guy gotten fucking attacked by Muslims? Right, they're not a violent culture, right? I feel like they're totally fine with dissenting political beliefs. That's why it states explicitly in their religion the death penalty. There's a death penalty for apostasy because they're so tolerant. They're so tolerant they murder people who leave their religion. That's the reason why the vast majority of worldwide terror attacks are committed by Muslims. 90%, right? Because they're so tolerant. Muslims are so known for being peaceful.
I feel like a lot of people can be peaceful, but is that a Twitter infographic or is that like a...
Yeah, so how many times have Christians or Hindus or something flown a plane into a fucking building in New York? Tell me.
That's a very specific instance that you're quoting.
Right, so we all know Muslims are violent and you're just trying to gaslight people because this is what you fucking retards do. Oh, cultural enrichment, you're just racist. Uh-huh.
No, I said discriminatory, actually. For your information.
Discrimination is not a fucking problem. That's why you don't fuck pigs, because you're discriminatory.
Well, you did say you would fuck 10 dogs to get rid of all Muslims. Or, sorry, 5. Sorry,
yeah, and in doing so, I would save probably millions of animals from getting fucking raped and killed.
Millions.
They all fuck they all fuck goats and sheep.
Is that like a source for that? You have a fact list? I don't know.
Oh, just go to Afghanistan. Plenty of Afghan veterans will fucking tell you.
Afghan veterans?
Yeah, veterans of the Afghan war. Plenty of them will fucking tell you.
All right. Anyways, have a good night, buddy.
Yeah, so this guy will never fucking go out in public in a Muslim neighborhood, and he will never do that because he knows exactly what would fucking happen. He knows exactly what would fucking happen, but yeah, gaslight everybody into thinking Muslims aren't violent. Cool story, dude.
All right.
And by the way, like if you go into most Muslim neighborhoods, especially a lot of these neighborhoods with the fake fucking refugees, yeah, they're shitholes. You'd never want to fucking live there. They're absolute fucking degenerate scumbags.
My neighborhood is quite nice.
Again, I said specifically neighborhoods with these
Yeah,
fake fucking refugees.
I live
A
in
lot
my
of them are
neighborhood.
fucking
It's quite nice.
shitholes.
Okay. Anything else?
Well, you said you were gonna fucking leave.
Yeah, no, I'm just waiting, just seeing what you have to say. They're both deafened. You're preaching to the choir.
Okay, even Dan can't fucking stand this anymore.
You?
Okay, well, have fun being a little beta male cuck bitch. Like, oh, there's no problem with immigration, no problem with Muslims. Vote liberal, have them take away your rights. Make it so you can't own a gun, and even if you do own a gun, and somebody breaks into your fucking home, tries to steal your car keys, and they can't find them, at the front door,
Dude,
they fucking hold you at gunpoint, and then when you take out your gun and shoot them, the liberal government will fucking punish you and charge you, not the fucking criminal. Have them make you more broke. Have them fucking raise housing prices. So yeah, again, like this guy. This guy's yeah. You're wasting my time. Take care. Yeah. Bye bye. Time wasting fucking and thanks, Dodo. Thanks. You happy?
He's not showing you on his stream. Make him show you on his stream.
Yeah, that's great. You happy now? I wasted all that time. You fucking happy? For that shit. That's why I don't want to talk to Destiny.
What's your opinion on his opinion? Check out Dr. Gregor looking for some tang.
Six things that you deem worth the money.
First, this guy is a lying, narcissistic fucking douchebag, and everything that comes out of his mouth is a complete lie.
That is man.
Yeah, I'm not even listening to this. Vegan date. What does this have to do with Dr. Gregor? I don't know. Thanks for the donation, dude.
And speaking of Trump.
As President Trump says, from this point forward, anytime the Islamic Republic of Iran shoots at a ship in the Strait of Hormuz, whether it be by missile, rocket, drone, or any other device or weapon, the United States will bomb and destroy one bridge or power plant, including those located next.
Oh, the dude was a complete fucking lying, annoying fucking twat. Tried to gaslight me about what fucking jizya means. Oh, it's fine that they force you to pay money because of your religious beliefs under threat of death. What's the problem? And Destiny even fucking tried to help him. Oh, yeah, we do that. We have taxes, right? You're forced to pay taxes here. The lies about how they fucking treat women as second-class citizens, that they're inherently fucking violent. Oh, they're fine. Right, okay. Go to a fucking Muslim neighborhood, make fun of the Prophet Muhammad. See how long it takes you to get stabbed. Like, again, these people are a fucking joke. And then they're calling me extreme for just not wanting crazy fucking wackos coming into the fucking country.
Next to or in the capital city of Tehran. The 11th night of American airstrikes in Iran came as diplomatic efforts have shown little signs of progress publicly.
President Trump has threatened once again to destroy or target Iran's civilian infrastructure if he doesn't get his way.
Oh my god. Yeah, so they literally have no fucking clue what they're talking about. The military can use civilian infrastructure like fucking roadways or power plants, you fucking idiot. So, if it fulfills a military objective, and it's necessary to do so, But we're the Young Turks. We don't care. We hate America. Thanks for that donation, Dodo. I'm literally never going on Destiny again.
WTF. VG would fuck 5 dogs to get rid of Islam, but he has to think about fucking one dog once to save a quarter of the animals.
I don't know, dude. It's a fucking weird question. All right, shut up. Thanks for that donation. And again, Islam isn't dying off. Like, it's not just going away. Whereas animal product consumption, that is just going to go away over time, just with technological advancement and shit. So, like, shut up. It's a stupid fucking question. And Donate Chiller's comments had you winning the debate, and they said they want to see you on more. Okay, well, I mean... that's why he's real king. Dan is dying laughing in his Miami mansion. His testosterone is too damn high. Listen to your doctors. You have vegan gain his fucking base like this dude. Night shit. Used to pray for days like these. Okay, maybe I'll go on Destiny again. Thanks for that donation.
Anything is possop. So I guess by this guy's logic, unicorns might have once existed then because the Bible says so.
Well, yeah, and that would include other creatures like, griffins, minotaurs, so, yeah, fucking stupid. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
Great debate, VG. Good job. A lot of the viewers supported you, and I'm glad you listened to me and debated him, and you have more views now too.
Yeah, that is good, actually. Thanks for the donation, Dodo. Okay, maybe I'm not mad at you anymore. Thanks again, dude.
You have to upload the debate with that Muslim retard onto your channel. Do it tomorrow so it gets views before Destiny does it himself and leeches all the views for himself.
All right, I can do that. Thanks for the donation, 21st.
Destiny doing Islamic apologia was insane. You really need to upload that shit and embarrass him even further.
Yeah, I'll do it. I think that is actually good advice. Thanks for the donation, 21st.
The Polish people are not, they're not going to be good to you. They're not going to be the people that are going to take care of you. They're not going to be like anyone else. And I think the rest of Europe is turning now. I don't think you guys are welcome anymore. Here's in the beautiful city of Gdansk, filled with sea of red and white, and Poland stands as one across more than 100 towns and cities with no message. With one message: stop mass migration.
Yeah. Like I gotta stop taking it like fucking personally, because like that is just fucking irritating. Oh my god, that is annoying. And it's not the Tren. I'm actually happier and more calm on Tren. Dude, if I wasn't taking Tren, I probably would have smashed my fucking keyboard again. But yeah, I probably should do more of those debates. Fuck me. That was fucking just cancer for my brain. I think I might have actually gotten more gray hairs on my beard. But yeah, Pat is right. Should probably do more of that.
So the Polish people have really made their voice heard. Here's the real reason Poland is against migration. This is from Vicegrad24, our friends at Vicegrad24. We love them.
So I'm here in Warsaw, where there's just been a large anti-migration manifestation. A few thousand Poles, mostly men, have come out to protest against mass migration, legal and illegal. Poland has a reputation online of being one of the last countries that is majority Polish, but...
Dodo, don't need till I react to these. Let me see. Dude, that jizya thing fucking blew my mind. Like, what the oh my god. Read it on Wikipedia. And then, like, the actual fucking Muslims tell you, yeah, if you don't give us the jizya, we're going to kill you. We just want you for money. We're basically like a mafia. And then the Wikipedia source is more reliable than what they actually tell you.
If circumstances were different, would you have vowed to arrest the leaders of Hamas who perpetrated the October 7th attack if they were visiting New York? And if so, why not include something about that to show New Yorkers that you're presenting a more balanced approach? Why not include that in your email?
Didn't the ICC put forward a warrant for Yahya Sinwar?
I mean, I know he's dead. Yeah.
Yes, but my point is that they did, and in the video I made very clear.
When the guy asked you what fascism is and then you responded by asking him what this is and you punched your hands together, I was laughing my ass off LMFAO.
Well, glad you enjoyed that. Thanks for the donation, 21st.
As I have before, that my interest in executing that warrant is not specific to Benjamin Netanyahu, but to anyone who they put a warrant towards for war crimes and crimes against humanity. And part of that is...
You should use Surah 929 in the Quran going forth. Just read and you'll see why. So often discussed verse in the Quran that outlines the terms of engagement for fighting against the people of the book, Jews and Christians who do not follow Islamic tenets until they agree to pay the jizya. A protection class.
Yeah, because Wikipedia is such a reliable source.
I know, dude. Jesus. But thanks for the donation. So yeah, jizya is a protection tax while submitting to Islamic authority. Fight those who do not believe in Allah and the last day, nor comply with what Allah and his messenger have forbidden, nor embrace the religion of truth from among those who were given the scripture, until they pay the tax, willingly submitting, fully humbled. So this is not what they're saying it is, where, oh, Muslims are part of society and they pay a normal tax to support, like, roadways or something. This is literally a fucking mafia protection tax, where you're like, we just want your fucking money and we won't kill you if you pay us. That's all it is. It's not anything that goes towards, like, supporting these people with any kind of social program or something. Like, holy fuck, these lying fucking cocksuckers. I wish I'm not a fucking Islamic scholar, and I probably won't even remember this offhand. Like, I'll probably remember the phrase and, like, but, like, Jesus fuck the way they lied to me like that. Just fucking assholes. Like everyone knows this. Everyone knows this. Just, yeah. But yeah, thanks, Danny. Appreciate that. I'll take a look at that link in a second, Kid Boo. Thanks for the donation.
As a reflection of a universal politics, and it is from a universal politics that I can look at October 7th and describe it for what it is, which is a horrific war crime. And I can also look at Benjamin Netanyahu and see the way that he has orchestrated this genocide, and also...
This is one of the most political, deflective non-answers fucking imaginable. So, again, the idea that this guy would have arrested Yahya Sinwar is a fucking joke.
So deem him to similarly be a war criminal. And I think especially at a time when there are those in Washington who are...
His wife was literally giving, like, a play-by-play during October 7th on Twitter. Like, you know, acting like it's a soccer game. Yeah, our team is winning. Fuck the Jews. Like, this guy is a fucking Jew-hating scumbag, and so is his fucking wife. The only reason he wants to arrest Netanyahu is just because he hates Jews. Has nothing to do with him actually believing he committed war crimes.
Are discussing measures to take apart the International Criminal Court. What so many are looking for is a sense that there is, in fact, a rule of law across the world where there are crimes that are so grave that they offend all of humanity. And I believe that we should hold those who perpetrate them accountable, no matter who they are or where they are.
He is full of shit. If he believed that, then why in the fuck isn't he calling for the ICJ to like put out arrest warrants for IRGC officials and shit? Like, he's just full of crap. Totally full of crap. Mark Ruffalo. Oh, great.
I can't talk to him anymore. They're either trying to convince me that the Palestinian people are all terrorists and
they are all terrorists.
All deserve to die.
Not all of them, but like a surprising percentage.
Or in the same breath will tell me that they're actually human shields.
Yes, they are being used as human shields. Even the UN has acknowledged this.
And they deserve to die because they're human shields. Okay.
These are people who were friends of yours.
Nobody said they deserve to die because they're human shields. Okay. I'm never watching another fucking Marvel Avengers movie with this fucking dickhead Mark Ruffalo. I didn't know this guy was like such a fucking anti-Semite. Dude, imagine playing the Hulk and being such a fucking cucked beta male faggot bitch. The Hulk is saying this. Fuck me, actors are the most pathetic, weenie fucking bitch scumbags. I fucking hate Hollywood, dude. Like, I just don't want to see, like, any fucking movie anymore, because all of these people are fucking cunts. Like, I actually have, I used to, like, think Gal Gadot was, like, a fucking airhead, and I didn't like Wonder Woman, but, like, I have a lot of fucking respect for Gal Gadot now, because she's actually publicly, like, she's Israeli, but she's, like, come out and said, like, yeah, go Israel, fuck these Palestinians. If only there were more based actors like that. Like even some of these actors that play like these super killer badasses like Matt Damon. Matt Damon is one of the biggest fucking beta male cucks I've ever fucking seen in my life. You know, this guy wants to ban guns. He even wants to ban violent video games. He didn't want his likeness being used in the Bourne Identity video game because he thought the video game would promote violence. Buddy, you played the character. Like, I don't know how these people get into Hollywood. Like, why do they even do violent movies then? Like, they're just fucking assholes. David Pakman pushes back on the far left extremists infiltrating the Democratic Party. David Pakman is a far left extremist. Like I pointed this out with Destiny. These people, like, it's like a mind virus. They don't even realize it's happening to them. Like they're just around so many of these fucking commies. It's like it infiltrates their brain like via osmosis, and they promote the same fucking talking points these DSA commies do, and then they like speak against the DSA commies.
The Democratic Party is showing the early signs of the same disease that destroyed the Republican Party.
Buddy, like this is a guy who's spoken out against Israel, spoken out against the invasion in Venezuela, and kidnapping Maduro. He's spoken out against the war in Iran. He's against the Iran war. This guy promotes DSA commie propaganda left and fucking right, and then he's complaining about the DSA. He doesn't even realize it's happened to him.
I've got so many friends on the left texting me and saying, David, we're not going to allow the same thing to happen on the left that Trump did to MAGA, that Trump and MAGA did to Republicans, are we? Republicans, back in 2010, their leaders laughed at the Tea Party. Conspiracy theorists, they're far-right internet trolls, they're not going to do anything. And then the Tea Party took over local organizations, threatened primaries, built their own media universe, and eventually were part of a process that gave us Donald Trump. The left and Democrats can't make the same mistake. There is a small group of far-left extremists gaining influence inside youth groups and party organizations because they spend all day online organizing and enforcing ideological purity and attacking anyone who disagrees. Now, let me be very clear. I am not talking about people who want Medicare for all and affordable housing. I want all that stuff. I'm with all that stuff. I'm a social democrat in the style of Northern Europe. Of course I want those things.
Yeah, look how Northern Europe's doing. Not working out for them.
These are folks who treat political warfare like a full-time job. And when they can't build their own coalition.
And by the way, he's the one promoting the shit. Even when Trump does a good, like Venezuela or Iran. Oh, Trump bad. Why are we doing this to another country? Isolationism. Oh, Israel bad. Why are we giving money to Israel? He does the same fucking thing. Like, this guy's an idiot. David Pakman's just a fucking joke, dude. I used to watch this stuff fairly frequently. Now, like, I just fucking can't. Everything that comes out of the guy's mouth is just fucking brain-rotted horse shit. Miami's surging cost of living has passed New York City's for the first time ever. A guy dated, left New York City for tax purposes, asked him what was the point of being rich if he had to move to Florida. We didn't really talk again. Well, that's Miami. And, like, I don't know how they're doing this breakdown exactly, because I've looked up Miami properties recently. It's expensive, but it's not, like, out of this fucking world expensive. So I don't know if this is, like this is taking into account, like, all fucking real estate. There's a lot of crazy fucking luxury real estate in Miami, so... I don't know. Thanks for the donation, though, Dodo. And there's a lot of people moving to Miami, too. There's, it's like a supply and demand thing. Let me see. Kid Boo. He sent this to me.
Okay, watch me blow your mind. What's 9 plus 2? 11, good. What's 5 plus 3? 8, amazing. And what's 10 minus 6? 4, phenomenal. Now I want you to think of any number at all. Any number. Keep it in your mind. Think of it really, really hard. Okay, good. Now I want you to
Is he gonna draw a penis or something?
multiply that number by 5. Got that new number? Okay, good. Now I want you to multiply that new number by 2. You got that number? All right, stay with me now. I want you to subtract 3 from that new number. Now keep that final number in your mind. Now the last digit of your new number, really keep that in your mind. Think of it really, really hard. Is it 7? If I got that right, you gotta follow. Okay, watch me blow your mind. What's 9?
Okay, I don't know what the fuck that was, but thanks.
Darius told me to ask you if you wanna go to next year's LibCon.
LibCon? What the fuck is LibCon? I don't know, maybe. I don't know what the hell that is. But thanks for the donation, Obama.
Big W, you crushed that one man. Also wanted to bring up Muhammad killed all the black dogs in Medina and died because his sex slave poisoned him. Jizya in Pakistan, Mali, and part of Egypt. Where did Coptics go? Also 250,000 girls raped in UK.
Yeah. Well, again, you're just being racist. We all know Muslims aren't violent, and, you know, like, as far as I understood, Prophet Muhammad got poisoned by some random Jewish girl who fed him food. I don't think it was a sex slave. I could be wrong, but that's my understanding. Either way, yeah, he got poisoned by somebody who hated him. Thanks for that. The way he died is also pretty fucking hilarious. Like, again, if he was a real prophet of God, why did God let him get poisoned? Why was he fearing death? Why didn't God warn him about his death? Like, there's a lot of other prophets that, you know, supposedly God warned them about their death. he was also terrified of fucking dying. He had like everybody pray for him. He was begging Allah to save his life. Like, he really didn't want to die. Like, I got the sense that he probably believed that he was not going to get a good time in the afterlife. Like, you know, the whole religion of Islam is just a made up load of bullshit that he created. But I think he had his own personal beliefs of like divine punishment and stuff in the afterlife, and I think he knew he was gonna get like some kind of divine punishment, and he did everything he fucking could to try to not die. He died like a pathetic fucking coward. So yeah, I like it. It just blows my fucking mind how that guy could still have followers to this day. Thanks for the donation, Herbus Supreme.
Chris dunks on leftists for 2 minutes from 1:05 and 17 seconds to 1:07 and 8 seconds.
Let me take a look.
Vegan circle jerk. We love a vegan circle jerk. Let's have a look.
Administration had.
Okay.
It's the same chef that the prior administration had.
Okay.
She and the team have been incredible.
But you asked him to bring in some dead animals, right? You're not doing the vegan diet? The
Oh
prior
my God,
marriages?
sorry. Yeah. I guess technically yes, but I had an RFK style vision when you said that. No, yes.
Yeah, it's not that different.
We do eat chicken and beef.
Okay,
Yes.
fair enough.
Okay, well. So he kept the same chef. Kept his predecessor Aaron Chadham's Gracie Mansion chef. Okay. Yeah, I mean, non-vegan leftists, what can you say, hey? I've always said that if you actually had to do something to call yourself a leftist, there would be a much more equal number of leftists and vegans. If you actually had to do anything to call yourself a socialist, like, this is why veganism's so base. This is why I take vegan so much more seriously than any of these other kind of labels that people...
Yeah, like, again, these leftists who are like super fucking rich and like they're mega millionaires and everything, and they don't do shit, and they just like scam and enrich themselves. Like, you're either vegan or you're not, right? Like, it's kind of the only political ideology or, you know, ethical ideology where you have to actually do it.
People like to have. You don't actually have to fucking do anything to call yourself a leftist or a socialist or a feminist or anything like this. Like, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to change anything. If someone tells me they're vegan, I know they're putting their money where their mouth is.
Muslims in America are peaceful people, right? So how many fucking terrorists are being caught coming out of Dearborn, Michigan?
They're changing their behaviors. They're actually...
And they're peaceful now. They're peaceful now. Because they know they can't get away with not being peaceful at the moment.
Interacting with the world in a way which makes a difference according to their beliefs. Like, what do you have to do if you call yourself a leftist? You don't have to do anything. So that's why vegan...
Yeah, based. Thanks for that donation, Bad Manny. Let me see. Kaminari, $22. Good job exposing this crypto jihadist VG. That's all they do. Gaslight naive libtards. And you did so well giving them a wake-up call. Speaking of Hollywood, this is hilarious.
A lot of banger tweets have been sent about the Odyssey, but this one wins the award for the most banger tweet about the Odyssey from Matt Walsh. In Apocalypto, Mel Gibson transports you into the mind of a Mayan 500 years ago. In The Northman, Robert Eggers transports you into the mind of a Viking 1,000 years ago. And in The Odyssey, Christopher Nolan transports you into the mind of a liberal woman in 2017.
Apparently the Odyssey is actually good, and the shit that people are saying about it being woke is just bullshit. I don't know. I'd have to see the movie. I don't really want to watch videos about it where these grifters are saying crap that I'm not sure is true. Thanks for that donation, though, dude. Like, Ben Shapiro liked the Odyssey, so that should tell you something.
Will there no Spider-Man brand new day? But hey, Tom Holland is a shit Spider-Man anyway.
Oh yeah, Mark Ruffalo's in it. Definitely not seeing that. Not seeing a movie with a Jew-hating fucking dipshit. Thanks for the donation, Dodo. And Tom Holland's not Spider. He doesn't play Spider-Man. He plays Spider Retard. Fucking hate Tom Holland. How does he still look like a 12-year-old, by the way? How old is he? He's 30. How does he look like a 12-year-old? Like, does he have, like, a fucking problem where he didn't go through puberty or something? Weird. Dodo donated $2. Let's see.
No rent, no mortgage. You receive publicly funded housing, publicly funded retirement.
Dude, that sounds based. Doesn't it sound based?
Why won't anybody think about the landlords? Why won't anybody think about the big corporations that are buying out all the fucking readily available housing? Okay, here's the thing.
True,
It's
just tell everyone
good.
it'll all be free and everyone will have to work less.
To have ideals and a goal that you are setting out ahead of time. Okay.
You understand that like every economic policy can say this, right? Like everyone can say, oh yeah, well, even with capitalism, they can just say, well, let's just allow private enterprise to produce where they can actually deliver, and then nationalize the other assets where they can't deliver, and then tax people to pay for state infrastructure that supports the markets while also supporting other institutions that the private market doesn't really deliver on. And technology will improve and AI will improve, and eventually people will just have to work less and less, and we might just all get everything for free one day. Like, it's such a retarded fuck. Like, everyone thinks that their ideology with enough technological change will lead us into a bright future of utopia. Yeah, everyone says that. It's the problem is that it's fucking meaningless.
What feels impossible tomorrow could be probable. Okay. So here's the question. Why don't you like that final goal that we should move towards is the real question.
Because I really want to make because I want to make profit. Because what I actually want is for there to be homeless people so that people can own houses and not live in them and take all the money.
Just be like, how do we accomplish it? Fine. That's okay. That's a healthy and productive conversation that we can have. But if you just cut it down to be like, dude, fucking what? Like public housing? Gross. then that just comes across like you
didn't say
are
public housing. They said like free housing for everyone, as in like the state can provide a house to everyone. Let's. Okay.
In opposition to a thing that exists in
this
those
is also,
same.
Again, Hassan's not actually that stupid. This is all very intentional. He is dumb, but he's not as dumb as he is acting. This is. I like this stance. This is why he doesn't do debates with serious contenders. It's because he can't do this in a debate with a serious contender. He's literally like, because all you have to do is like David Pacman, just like, dude, do you understand? I'm not saying that. Do you think I'm saying that I would not like everyone to have a free house? You fucking idiot! Like, of course, everyone would like everyone to have a free house. We're not saying we're against social housing. We're saying we're against the of trying to promote yourself as like the party that can deliver free housing for everyone, whereas the other ones can't.
Okay, whatever. Polymarket projects Benjamin at Yahoo will not be the next prime minister of Israel. 64% chance of losing. Maybe.
If you point a telescope at the sun, you'll go blind. If you point it just next to the sun, you'll just get washed out by the corona of the sun and you won't see anything. Except there's one time when you won't get washed out, and that's during a total solar eclipse. So during the 1910s, there was a whole bunch of expeditions sent to measure the deflection of light. They'd go park out in the path of totality and look through telescopes at the stars right next to the sun and see if they moved in the sky, and if they moved, how much they moved. There was a German expedition sponsored by the arms manufacturer Krupp who went to the Crimea. And just before the solar eclipse happens, World War I breaks out, and now Germany and Russia are at war, and they're all like arrested and interned for the rest of the war, and so that also fails. And it actually turns out to be a good thing for Einstein that they all failed, because it turned out that before he had full general relativity, his original equivalence principle argument was wrong, and led him to predict that the bending of light in general relativity would be the same as it was in Newtonian physics. And so during the war, while everything shut down and no one is thinking about eclipse expeditions, he corrects this mistake and comes up with a new prediction that actually will be double the Newtonian prediction. And then in 1919, Sir Arthur Eddington launches a British expedition to go and observe the eclipses, and successfully comes back and declares that indeed it was the Einstein prediction. And that's really what launches Einstein as a global.
Interesting.
If you point.
Oh, right. Woke Dem candidate says she won't publicly support LGBT rights to avoid offending Muslim voters. Like, yeah. It's happening. Oh, dude. Like, left-wing fucking liberals are just complete and utter fucking clowns, and they're complete whores. They have no real values. Like, they're just scum. My God. Thanks for the donation, Dodo. That's just insane.
Can I get an impression of Stephen begging his DSA handlers for their approval? He cowered when you exposed him on that.
Okay, guys, I know that I lost a debate with Vegan Gains, and, you know, like, I tried to hide that I was in favor of the DSA, and I think I did a pretty good job overall. You know, I denied that I had any involvement in the DSA, and, like, the best I could do, really, at the time was just, like, make some snarky comments and say, yeah, I have DSA handlers, but I think I didn't actually admit that I had DSA handlers because I was trying to obfuscate, so if I can still get my paycheck at the end of the month, I'd appreciate it. Thanks for the donation, not a sex cult. Forgot my namification, donate $2. You should look into the Mughal Empire and see their tax system for Muslims and non-Muslims. The Hindus would pay an assload more, especially if they were poor. I will look into that. Mughal Empire. Okay, I will read up on that. Muslims in the Mughal Empire paid the jizya poll tax in exchange for protection and religious freedom. Rates varied based on wealth. Like, in every way this is described, it's a mafia protection tax. Every way I see it being described. And then they tried to fucking gaslight me and act as though, oh no, it was just like a normal tax system. It makes no sense. Then why would they call it jizya? I don't even know, like, what that directly translates into. Jizya is a historical per capita tax levied on non-Muslim subjects known as dhimmis living in a state governed by Islamic law. In exchange for payment, these populations were granted protection of their life and property, the right to practice their religion, or exempt from military service. I just, like, I don't know Arabic, so I don't know, like, what the Arabic word really means and, like, the etymological context and everything. But, like, yeah, it's just... I'll read into that more. Like, again, everyone knows what it just blows my mind that they could lie to me like that. Thanks for the donation. Forgot my namification. Kim and Ari donate $2. Oh, did you end up watching Citizen Vigilante? People are memeing hard on the Odyssey cast. No, I didn't. Yeah. And then you got the trans... Yeah. I have no idea. Like, it just can't be explained. Yeah. It seems the Rotten Tomatoes reviews were rigged. 56% real approval.
Remember on election night 2020 when we thought that Donald Trump had won in a clean sweep of all of the swing states, and then suddenly?
Well, we all know that this is being exposed before. I can't remember what movie they did this for. I think it was some Disney movie. But they're paid by Hollywood studios to artificially increase review scores for certain movies. This has already been exposed before. Again, I'm not going to say the movie's bad or anything. Most people didn't like Blade Runner, which blew my fucking mind. Like the new one, 2049. So it doesn't necessarily mean anything that it got bad review scores. And Ben Shapiro liked it, and he's like a hardcore conservative. So I'll reserve my judgment until I actually watch it. I am planning on watching it, but yeah, the casting decisions were just fucking bizarre. And again, that could be a part of the review scores, the review bombing. Like people just didn't like the casting. Musk is paying Mel G for a remake. Musk is paying Mel Gibson for a remake of The Odyssey? What? Okay, thanks for the donation, Kaminari. That'd be funny. Mel Gibson would probably make a better movie, honestly.
You know, VG, a lot of young actors these days still look like 12-year-olds. Tom Holland, Zendaya, Selena Gomez, Timothy Chalamet, Ariana Grande.
Oh, dude, if I looked like Timothy Chalamet, holy fuck. That guy has to go on, like, fucking testosterone for sure. What a fucking twink. I would hate to live life looking like that. Thanks for the donation, though, Dodo. Dodo donated $2. Let me see. Okay, that's retarded. I can't believe you said Silva would have been ideal and preferable over Cuomo. Let me see. I saw a lot of the shit that Silva was saying. I only just recently found out that he was an anti-Semite and hated Bibi.
The president dropped the F-bomb on Bibi over and over. He's effing crazy.
Yeah, I've seen the shit. I had no idea what his stance on Israel was at the time.
Describing the relationship between curvature and the amount of energy in the system. He thought those equations are so complicated no one would ever come up with exact solutions to them, and we'd just always be having to do approximations. And that turned out not to be correct. That Schwarzschild, who was a Prussian artillery officer in the First World War, he figured out that, in fact, Einstein's equations, pretty much immediately after Einstein had written them down within a matter of months, in fact have an exact solution. A solution now known as the Schwarzschild equation, and that we now understand describes a black hole. It is a solution in which there is no matter, and it describes what the space-time around that looks like. It's called the Schwarzschild solution, and it describes a black hole. They were not called a black hole at the time. In fact, people were extremely confused about what this solution even meant. People wrote down wrong things for about half a century about what this meant, and perhaps the worst offender was Einstein, who got extremely confused about it, particularly confused about what I will describe as the event horizon, and wrote all sorts of wrong things about how objects would maybe bounce off the event horizon. Totally confused. From a modern perspective, it's extremely simple to understand.
Einstein wrong about something. Just give me a second. I want to listen to a message somebody sent me. Okay. All done.
But this is rapidly changing. Over the last few years, hundreds of thousands of work visas were issued every single year, which have opened the floodgates to mass migration from places that are culturally and ethnically very different to Poland. Obviously, we welcomed millions of Ukrainians, workers and refugees, workers who came between 2014 and 2022, and then from 2022, large number of refugees who came after the full-scale Russian invasion of Ukraine. But in that time space, we've also seen hundreds of thousands of work visas issued from places such as Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and now even some African countries. So the ethnic fabric of Poland is changing, and this has happened very rapidly over the time span of just a few years. And Poles are understandably frustrated and irritated. Mass migration has already led to 2 murders that we know of. In Toruń, 19-year-old Claudia was viciously sexually assaulted and then stabbed repeatedly with a knife by a murderer who wanted to stab her eyes out so she couldn't recognize him. She died 2 weeks later in hospital in absolute agony. Then a 41-year-old Polish man was stabbed by a Colombian migrant in the town of Nowe. So we have already seen 2 murders. We've seen a large uptick in rapes. This has happened primarily in Ubers. Rzeczpospolita, the Polish paper of record, has documented several hundred cases of mostly Georgian Uber drivers raping or sexually assaulting Polish women. And then again, we have the issue, obviously, of a large influx of low-wage, low-skill workers impacts disproportionately people on the lower rung of society. What does that mean? Large number of workers obviously impact low-skilled, low-wage workers here in Poland who are already struggling. Replace them with large number of new arrivals who are willing to work for even less because they're here just to make money and then send remittances back home, and you get a discontented working class. Ironically, when we were at the counter-protest led by people who claim to be anti-racist, anti-fascist, and openly pro-open border.
Yeah, they're commies. Yeah, they're just commies.
Here we are at the anti-fascist demonstration, which is countering the protest that's being led.
So clearly there's a divide happening in Poland. I do know from what I understood, Poland is one of the last bastions in Europe that just, I mean, most of Eastern Europe, they're just kind of, they're not down with the whole mass migration thing. Here's Dominik Tarczynski. Poland's stance on immigration remains unchanged and clear.
Zero illegal migrants. Like zero means zero. We do not let anyone in. It's just a fact. So what you can do as a Europeans, you have to push your politicians and say, be like Poland. Zero means zero.
What do you think of the fact that many other European countries call you a racist or fascist?
I don't give a single fuck. I don't give a shit. They can call me a pink elephant. That's what I said on Conti Newman in 2018. That was 2018 when I gave this interview, when I said zero. And everyone was like, how can you say that? Yes, I can say that. I don't give a shit. What you have to take care of is your own family.
Absolutely fucking based. Dude, just why? These are not people that you want in the country, like especially in large numbers. The rare occasion where you have somebody from Pakistan who's like some highly skilled fucking worker who's like an AI genius, sure, let him in. But these people have a completely different culture that is just fucking horrible and degenerate. And when you let a ton of them in, again, they're low-wage, low-skill workers that don't really do much for the economy. They just displace, some of the lower-wage workers here. And they just start all these fucking problems, and they vote, unfortunately. What are they gonna do when you have a voting class who wants fucking Sharia law that hates the fucking constitution of the country they're in? Again, they want to impose Sharia law. They're basically Islamic fucking fascists. Now they're a voting class. Like, it's just not a good idea.
Hello VG, what did you think of the Mike Israel/Dr. Mike debate?
They've debated several times. The last video they made together was just boring as fuck. I couldn't even watch it. I don't even know what the fuck they were talking about. Mike Israel's a retard. He has no clue of what he's talking about fucking anything, and the guy is just a lying retard. So you shouldn't worry yourself about it. Anything involving Mike Israetel, just ignore it. Thanks for that donation, Dylan.
Your own country, your own safety. That's what it is.
Protect it, guys.
It's correct. He's not wrong. And especially they've seen already, there's a proven track record in Europe that the whole mass migration thing doesn't work. It doesn't work. Polish Defense Forces repel migrants throwing stones attempting to enter Poland.
Just shoot him. Just shoot him, let the bodies rot there. Anybody else who wants to cross the border, that should be a warning, that they should just turn the fuck away around.
How's life going? When you going back to Australia, will you eventually move there?
Not sure about that. Thanks for the donation, Alan. And life's going good. Thanks for asking. Appreciate the donation.
Jak przejdą tą cytrynę i dojdą do tego płotu, podsuwamy.
Do you imagine doing this in the country where they came from? If it was Egypt, they would fucking kill
Yep.
them right on the spot.
Yep.
This. They don't know what to do with you when you just repel them with water. The only thing they understand, unfortunately, is getting killed. When one of them dies, they'll all start running away, and then they won't come back. Or maybe they will. And I'm not saying I don't want people to start dying, but the same perspective is like, what else are you
Oh, it's fine. If you knew who these people were, you'd be fine with them getting shot.
supposed to do? They're literally breaking your country down. Krakow says no to mass immigration.
Yeah, everybody's fed up.
They would make good vulture feed VG.
Yeah, they would. I don't know if there's any vultures in Poland, but they would make good vulture feed. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
Want to save their fella because fella is damn dirty. He's nasty, he's freak. So why it matters? Andrew and Tristan Tate were part of the coalition hyper-masculine social media voices advocating for Trump. Then there was a re-election campaign of 2024. The brothers have been connected to two Trump's sons and have had support from the Trump's top advisors, and before they already got those brothers out from Romania. They somehow negotiated the liberation of those brothers who were indicted in the separate sex crime charges in Romania in 2023. So they were moved back to the United
I have no idea how the fuck that happened and why. It's weird. It seems like Baron Trump convinced Donald Trump to do something about that. Really strange. I have no idea what the fuck happened with that whole situation, but really fucking weird. Eh.
States, and Tate wrote, oh, Trump won, so we're gonna, we are free and everything of that. But he was arrested in Miami. Zoom in court filings, Justice Department made clear that Rubio has sole discretion to block their extradition to United Kingdom if he believes the brothers are being politically persecuted. But Rubio already said that we're not going to be involved. He said about it openly, and it is understandable. So green light for Tate brothers to go and face real charges in UK. I hope it will be done like that. Flashback, after Andrew Tate first faced rape allegations in UK in 2015, the brothers moved to Romania, where they began running their own online porn business. According to, oh shit, this is so, are those real friends of Trump's team? Looks like it, yeah? It seems like they have the separate Bluetooth Wi-Fi, how they may recognize each other. Are you a rapist? Yeah. Are you a child abuser? Yeah.
Yeah, in all likelihood, Democrats are going to lose the next election.
I was on Epstein Island. Have you filmed porn? Yeah. Yeah, really hardcore, illegal one. And that is their charges of the Tate brothers. A month after Trump returned to office last year, Romanian authorities reinstated Tate's brothers' right to travel outside the country. Prosecutors re-examined, well, it was a political influence of Donald Trump's administration. But whether he's going to do it the second time, you know, for those freaks, I don't think so. Well, if they were involved in the common activity, I mean, some of the similar or same Epstein case, Donald Trump would have stopped this extradition, of course, because Tate brothers could say some stuff against Trump in the court of UK, but those are the separate cases, and mostly done by Tate in UK.
Sup VG, how is MT2 going? I've been on it for 4 days, I'm biracial like you and started with 500 micrograms, my lips are darker and silverish lol, haven't got random bonus which I was hoping for. Just trying to fix my farmer's tan lol.
I don't know what dose you're taking. Between 0.5 milligram and 1 milligram is where you're probably gonna have the boner effect. You'll probably get facial flushing at a milligram though. Yeah, I think my lips have gotten darker. So like any part of your body that has melanin in it, it'll get darker. So your lips can get darker too. I think I've gotten it a little. Other than that, melanotan 2 has been going good. Yeah, it gives me good boners. And yeah, I have gotten a bit darker, but yeah, it's good. I do get an appetite suppressing effect from it for sure. I've noticed it's harder to eat, and the first day I took 1 milligram though, I did have nausea. At 0.5 milligram, I don't have the nausea though, but I do get some appetite suppression from it. Thanks for the donation. I am indeed Somalian. Forgot my namification on Tillers. That Muslim faggot you argued should hop in a cage with you. Surely Allah will grant him the strength to defeat you, right, lol? Yeah, probably not. If Allah wouldn't save the Prophet Muhammad from getting poisoned, probably ain't gonna help him in a fight. He said he is agnostic on whether or not any gods exist, so maybe he could pray to Zeus for strength. Maybe that would help him better. Thanks for the donation. Forgot my namification.
Actually, in Romania, well, he will face the charges. There is nothing he might say about Donald Trump in this case, and there are no breaks to stop him. Well, there are some of the for now conspiracies that Tate was connected to Trump's family and to Melania. Why they know common people, yeah? But it doesn't prove that they were involved in criminal activity altogether. And if Tate brothers received the green light to go to UK for prosecution, it proves that they didn't have the connection. By the way, it seems like the case is open. I'm sorry I cannot zoom in here. This is the reading page, very small. Yes, he's been accused of rape. Yeah, some of the stuff that I cannot read here. Shit. Okay, so I'm gonna review this case more, maybe gonna record the third video about it, because those documents have just been published. They're available on the court listener website, so United States. This is probably Tate's number, official documents, like lots of the documents here to discover. But in general, it doesn't matter what actually they've done, I mean, those details, crazy stuff. He's been accused of rape. And this matters. And they face the charges in UK, and they might go there. Yeah, there's the great chance, greater than for them to stay in the United States of America. And some of the supporters of Tate brothers, like for example, this guy, they have a hysteria.
So if Andrew and Tristan Tate are deported, forget it, man. And I hope J.D. Vance does something about this. If Andrew and Tristan Tate get deported, what's going to be the excuse for him at that point? For this to happen, it would require Marco Rubio to sign off on it. The Secretary of State would have to literally sign his name on the dotted line.
No, he doesn't, he might stop personally.
A woman...
Kiminari, don't tell you missed my question. Did you watch Citizen Vigilante? I said I didn't. I didn't miss that question. I said I didn't watch it yet. You know, the one they banned in Germany, watch trailer off stream for a quick reminder. I remember what that is. I didn't watch it. Yeah, maybe I'll give it a watch. I've got some free time. Probably watch it. Maybe I'll watch it tonight, just before I go to bed. Thanks for that donation, Keminari.
Travel vlogger is doing a moto vlog, which is a motorcycle vlog across Taliban-infested Afghanistan, and apparently the interactions that she had were freaking psychotic. So,
why in the fuck would she do this? Dude, I think some women, actually want to get raped. Like that has to be the case. Like, for one thing, why would you go to a Muslim country, especially a country like fucking Afghanistan? Especially questionable why you do that as a woman traveling on your fucking own. Like, you must want to get raped. Like, brutally gang raped. And murdered, probably, too.
As they should be, coming from the Taliban. I still don't understand why women insist on going to this country, but they do for some reason. I don't know, the thrill of almost getting sexually assaulted. I guess I'm not really sure what the magic is here, but here is the clip.
صباح الخير Passport? Okay.
Thank you.
Tere Manana.
Turkije.
Hollanda. Netherlands.
London.
Netherlands.
Kabul tadi.
Kabul. Yeah.
Dia umur pada Kabul tadi. Tajikistan, Pakistan.
Tajikistan.
Tajikistan ya.
Yeah. Kabul, Kunduz, Tajikistan.
Thank you.
Okay. It's okay. It's okay. Tere Manana.
They're literally shopping.
The way his harness is set up is kind of weird. He has the magazines facing out. Just kind of strange.
It's okay.
Yeah. Is this like an airsoft vest? Like it's kind of weird. It's yeah, those like aren't fucking made for the magazines he's holding, and they're like pointed out. It's really strange.
Like, wow, it's just unbelievable. Just like, wow.
Salam alaikum.
Salam. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Where do you want to go?
I go to Kabul.
For which country?
Netherlands.
Netherlands. Good idea.
Yes, I want a white woman rape slave. You want to come to my mud hut?
Good idea.
Ah.
Are you fine?
I'm good. How are you?
Fine.
Dude, these are some of the most, like, this guy especially. Just, oh my god, the inbreeding.
Fine.
What's your plan?
I'm on my way to Tajikistan.
Okay. And which time you want to go? Netherlands.
Back to my country.
Ah.
Maybe after 1 year.
Is cocaine vegan? Does the potential child exploitation, cocoa farm slavery make it likely not vegan? You could say that with like practically any fucking product. I would say it's inherently vegan, you know?
Anya, can you drink with me breakfast?
Thank you. I already had breakfast.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
That wasn't a question, bitch!
Bye.
Boy's got to shoot his shot. He wants his ticket out of Afghanistan ASAP.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, they are all Taliban. They were.
So they didn't have any weapons, so I don't think that then they are Taliban.
They are. Not all Taliban have weapons.
But I'm not sure. Anyone with a gun is for sure Taliban. Anyone without a gun, I don't know.
I don't know what bike that is. I've seen a few women travel motovloggers. I think it's just because they're smaller and shorter and their choices of bikes are kind of limited. I'm always surprised they travel so far on like 250cc motorcycles. That'd just be fucking ass doing highway riding on a 250cc. Like so fucking annoying. Like they just end up revving so fucking high when you do highway miles, and because they're smaller too, they're not great with fitting a lot of luggage and shit. But like I guess chicks can't ride. Like I've seen some, but I think a lot of girls are just uncomfortable riding like big BMWs or like like I've seen the Yamaha Tenere. That's a 700cc. Like I'm surprised they don't get something like a Tenere.
Thank you.
But yeah, like a lot of chicks just have weird choices for bikes for doing some of this shit.
Stop. Go. If the Taliban doesn't stop me, I just keep going. More Taliban checkpoint. Kabul. Kabul, Kunduz,
Like, by the way, it's a like Muslim thing where they all want like a blonde white wife. It's like a huge fetish for them too. So like, Jesus Christ, I don't know why this fucking chick is there. Like again, it's you're just asking to get fucking raped.
Tajikistan. Kabul. Kabul.
Oh, Kabul? No, that's not good place to get raped. Come to my hut. Rape better there.
Yes. Okay.
So she crossed the border from Pakistan? Is that what they said? They share a border. I'm surprised the Pakistani border let her in.
They get such a thrill for talking to a non-niqabbed woman.
Yeah.
Poor woman.
Really.
How many times she has to stop? Taliban flag.
Yes.
Would I go there if I had skin made of metal? Like, if I was, if I had, like, Wolverine powers, or if I had, like, what's his name? Luke Cage, where he's, like, bulletproof. Like, his skin is... He's not even just bulletproof. His skin is impenetrable. And he has super strength. Yeah, I'd go there and I'd kill everybody. The Taliban, anyway.
Another fucking checkpoint. Oh my god. That's why nobody fucking visits these shithole countries.
Yeah, really.
To be fair, you can clearly tell she looks uncomfortable just by her face.
Yeah, but, like, I mean, what was she expecting? It's... She wanted it, right? Like, why are you there? Dude, it's like going into... It's like, you know, when women say, oh, like, this place is dangerous at night. Like, it's like going into, like a district literally called Rape District at night. You know, like, what are you fucking doing there? Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
Other than random white travel vloggers that want to get views. What a miserable experience. Like, all this so you can just make some shitty Instagram post about somehow some horny Afghani man brought you into his house and gave you tea and tried to fuck you while feeding you chicken and dumplings.
I still haven't seen any AR-15s or M4s. They all have AKs.
Hello VG. First time donating and I love your content and am also on cocaine. What is your opinion on recreational drug use? Do you think drug use helped with your depression/quality of life? Weed, and other substances besides your mushroom experiences?
Well, mushrooms absolutely cured my depression. The previous trips I had, they helped treat it. But the last mushroom trip I had, that absolutely cured my depression. Can't say that I got that much of a benefit from weed. I used to have like really, really bad anger issues, and I did smoke weed occasionally just to calm myself down. And that did help manage it a little bit. Like again, I don't know if you could call that necessarily recreational drug use, because I wasn't using weed to just get high and have fun. I was using it to just medicate. There are, in fact, people who use what are typically considered recreational drugs for practical purposes. Like, there are literally people who use cocaine and meth for productivity. It's unusual, and I wouldn't recommend it, but there are people who do that. I think it's a bad idea, and there's better options. But I wouldn't say weed has like overall really improved my quality of life. It just wasn't a great drug for anything. Just when I had the anger issues, it did help settle me down a bit. I do still occasionally use what is it? Edibles, like marijuana, THC, CBD edibles to help sleep if I have sleep problems. So if I have like several nights of like practically no sleep, then I'll take it once to help like reset my rhythm and help me get to sleep. That's pretty uncommon now, though. I haven't gotten that in a while. Steroids are great, though. Testosterone absolutely has improved my mood. Boldenone absolutely improves my mood. And I've also found Tren actually improves my mood. Unfortunately, I can't stay on Tren. Like technically I could, like it's just, you don't know exactly what it's doing. It's a 19 nor, and 19 nors do have a reputation for causing cardiac remodeling. So it's just unadvisable to stay on a 19 nor long term, especially at a higher dose. But yeah, I wish I could stay on Tren because I'm in a much better, calmer fucking mental state on Tren, which is unusual because, again, a lot of people say they get rage issues on Tren and have bad sleep on Tren. But thanks for the donation, Standing Whoop. Appreciate it.
Hysterical.
Are they going to ask her out? I wonder if they're just like baffled. Wait, this can't be a pretty white woman. Why would she want to come here to rape land? Like, is that what they're fucking doing? Why they're standing around for so long?
Yes.
What is the father name?
Tom. Tom.
Just stop her for some fucking meaningless conversation.
Curious what bike that is. Is that a Yamaha? Yeah, I think that might be a 250cc Yamaha.
Right, I'm getting closer to Kabul. It's 22 kilometers.
Afghanistan National Army. Okay. From which country?
Netherlands.
Netherlands.
They probably sniffed her pussy from like a mile away and just are, yeah, they're hitting on her. It's funny, they all have these Chinese fake Honda bikes.
So dangerous. This is so retarded. This is so, I will never respect a woman's decision to do this. I mean, do whatever the fuck you want. This is your decision. I don't know who this vlogger is. This clip was just sent to me.
She's dumb as shit, dude.
Yeah.
My home.
No time today.
Huh?
Yeah, they stopped her to try to convince her to go to their home.
Haram to touch a woman? A lot of rules being broken here.
They touched her? Yeah, they're not. That is very much against their culture. You don't shake hands with a woman in Islamic culture. So they just, dude, they're so thirsty. It's crazy.
I think I'm just in time to go to the ministry. My permits.
I wonder if this is like an extreme form of histrionic personality disorder where she just like knew she'd get an insane amount of attention and like catcalled like she's never experienced.
Netherlands.
Such a terrible experience. Genuinely.
Tourism. Ministry of Tourism. To registration.
Oh, there we go. There's some ARs.
Like this one, but then
Yeah, so they've got some American ARs.
in the Kabul. Ministry of Information and Culture. Ministry of Information and Culture. Thank you. The Ministry of Information and Culture.
It never fucking
To
ends.
register.
Oh yes, Ministry of Information and Culture is on my penis. Just walk around to this little corner here where no one can see you or hear you scream.
Passport?
Dude, how many times has she had to take out her passport in like a mile?
What a whole.
Dude, that is... I literally do not understand why the fuck anybody would go there and fucking do that.
Ready! A sword guy good life fitness situation now, as the media...
That looks like a buck knife. That does not look like a traditional Hindu dagger. That looks like a buck knife. Or Sikh. Yeah, that looks... The blade shape is almost exactly like a buck knife. Are they like that? No, yeah, they tend to have a more curved blade shape. So that's what they typically look like. They have the more extreme blade shape. The buck knives... So the buck knives are like this. They kind of have like a K-bar-ish sort of shape. See what I mean? I don't know where he got that knife from. That's a really weird blade shape for like that traditional Sikh dagger.
life fitness situation now, as the media are doing what they always do and are running cover for this guy and are now trying to convince the Canadian public that what we saw at the gym was a kirpan and not a 9-inch buck knife. Also tonight, the foreigners walking around with weapons situation in Canada continues getting crazier, as this week we saw the 9-inch buck knife being brought to a Good Life Fitness, but the foreigners were like, hold my beer out in Mississauga, and are now marching around the streets with crossbows. You won't want to miss this report, stick around.
I didn't know the Canadian mainstream media was that cracked.
Her story is not
Why does he have a crossbow?
only a story, it is more of a public service announcement to my fellow Canadians who were absolutely shocked this week to see a 9-inch buck knife at a Good Life Fitness. Well,
Yeah, that's literally what I said. That doesn't look like a Sikh traditional dagger. That just looks like he disguised a buck knife as a traditional dagger.
apparently things are getting even crazier and more unhinged in Canada, as foreigners are now walking around with crossbows. Dear Lord.
Let's face it, they only carry these knives around so they can stab people who disagree with them.
Well, that's literally why. I grew up in Scarborough. There's plenty of Sikhs there. Nobody carries the fucking Sikh traditional dagger. It's just troublemakers who want to have a knife just in case they get into a fight. That's the only people doing it. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
What the hell is this? Look how long it is. Look how long this sword is. You thought the buck knife was long?
Maybe I should just pretend to be Sikh and then I can carry weapons around.
Are we really going to accept this? Are we crossbow and arrows in the streets of Mississauga Nothing to see here. Totally normal. Welcome to Canada, where you can do whatever the hell you want if you're a foreigner. Any kind of weapon, as long as it's part of your religion. And the police will do nothing because they're absolute cowards. And the worst part
we've got a UK situation going on.
Is the media is enabling this, because over on CTV now, they're trying to convince the average Canadian normie who's been following this story casually on social media for the last week that the guy brought a kirpan to the gym, not a 9-inch buck knife like you guys have seen me expose on this channel.
Yeah, like he made the same observation I did. That is a buck knife, not a fucking Sikh dagger.
Go see what CTV News had to say.
You're taking me out of the gym right now because you are scared that I'm going to take my religious symbol. So you're scared that I'm going to take this religious symbol.
I should just make a religion where it's mandatory to carry guns. Like, would the Canadian government be okay with that?
And kill somebody.
Gurpratap Singh Sangha says he took this video after an employee at Good Life Fitness asked him to leave for wearing his kirpan, a ceremonial dagger that baptized 6 women.
For wearing
He disguised a buck knife. Yeah, it does not have that curve.
his kirpan, yes, he wasn't wearing a kirpan. He had a literal weapon. Okay.
As a mandatory article of faith.
What I'm saying is you have a weapon on your person. A member has brought it to my attention, and for the safety of me.
No, I think Destiny's just grifting. I don't think he's playing that game. He's just a fucking grifter.
And everybody else in the gym, I'm asking you to leave.
If you don't leave the gym, I'm going to have to
Holy shit, the news interviewed him.
call the police on you. So I said, if you want to call the police, go ahead, right? So that's what she did.
A 2006.
Good God, these Muslims are so dangerous. Even the police are afraid of them.
He's not Muslim, he's Sikh. Thanks for the donation though, Dodo.
Supreme Court of Canada ruling recognizes the kirpan as a protected religious article.
Fucking retarded.
What would you recommend on my first sile? T400 or testenanthate/propionate/cypionate? What others would you stack besides test with minimal side effects?
So T400 is just, it's not a testosterone ester. That's just a concentration, and it's usually an enthate. I wouldn't get any form of testosterone that's dosed at over 250 milligrams per mil, because in all likelihood they're using ethyl oleate to or some other solvent to help keep the testosterone in solution, and that's very bad for you. So just get testosterone and enthate. There's a cypionate shortage right now. You can still get it, but you're gonna have a much easier time finding an enthate, and I think for most people an enthate's probably better anyway. So just start with testenanthate, start with 20 milligrams per day. So that would be, I think 0.18, or sorry. No, that'd be 0.8 mils per day. So just 2 under the 0.1 mil mark. And just start with that. I would just have Arimidex on hand just in case you happen to be a hyperaromatizer and you start noticing you're developing gyno, or you have crazy, ridiculous water retention, something like that. It's rare, but it happens, so just have like Arimidex on hand just in case you need it. And also learn how to dose Arimidex properly. Dr. Todd Lee on Anabolic University has videos on aromatase inhibitors. So just start with testenanthate, 20 milligrams per day. That'll be 140 per week. And just go from there. See how the first month goes. If you don't have any side effects, you feel good, you can up it to just the full 0.1 mils, which, what would that be per week? I think that'd be like 170 or something per week. And then if that goes well for another, like, month, go to like 200. And if you're still making gains and progress and getting what you want out of it, don't bother increasing the dose. Just stick with test, and just see what your tolerability of test is. Don't bother adding in any other compounds until you kind of see what you can tolerate with test. The safest anabolic, if you're gonna add another anabolic in once you find out what the highest tolerable test dose is, would be Masteron, and Masteron's easy to find now. Masteron's back on the market and easily accessible. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't raise your blood pressure, doesn't increase red blood cell count, it doesn't aromatize, doesn't convert to DHT. It's just anabolic. Some people find that it can dehydrate them, so you might want to just keep an eye on that. If you notice you're getting a lot of muscle cramps, increase your electrolyte intake. It may not necessarily be something that you want to run for very prolonged periods of time. Like, again, it's very safe, but check your lipids. In some people, it's very harsh on HDL. HDL is a non-causal factor in heart disease, but it's probably not a great idea to have HDL in the single digits anyway. It might be doing something else. Other than that, it can interfere with collagen synthesis. So again, that's why I recommend trying to find the highest tolerable dose of testosterone first, because testosterone will help with collagen synthesis because of its aromatization. And then when you add in more Masteron, probably won't interfere that much with collagen synthesis, and running growth hormone with it would definitely help counteract that effect. I also run a little bit of boldenone too. Boldenone's really great for collagen. Again, that's a little more of an advanced thing, but like the safest, brain dead, any idiot could do it kind of step from adding something onto testosterone would just be Masteron. You practically can't do anything wrong by adding Masteron. It just doesn't have any side effects, doesn't give you flu-like symptoms like if you take too much test. So just very safe, very bland, benign, doesn't do anything. And it's relatively inexpensive. It's more expensive than test, but still relatively inexpensive. It's not crazy expensive like Primo. So, and again, if you want more information, I'd just check out Todd Lee's Anabolic University. Thanks for that donation, Jace.
Court found it can be accommodated, provided it remains sheathed and does not exceed 23 centimeters in overall length. Public safety analyst Chris Lewis says he doesn't see the need to wear it in a gym while working out.
Ultimately, wow, CTV asked the opinion.
Yeah.
Of someone sane. That's a first.
The gym should have the authority to say, take it off, go put it in your car, or put it in a locker, and you can work out. But 100%. You're not wearing a dagger on your chest in the gym in front of patrons that are concerned about it.
A lot of these things are based out of ignorance. It's not that a Sikh wearing a kirpan just wears it to the gym. They're wearing it at all times, whether it's sleeping, at home.
That's total bullshit. This guy does not sleep with it.
Bathing even. It's worn literally.
He does not wear it while bathing. Nobody does. This guy's just full of shit.
At all times is treated as a part of your body.
The world's...
Dude, I've known so many Sikhs. Again, I grew up in fucking Scarborough. Nobody does this. This is just a fucking troublemaking jackass.
Sikh Organization of Canada says the request to leave is unacceptable.
When you go to a gym, you are seeing all kinds of items that potentially could be used to do serious harm, whether it's dumbbells or barbells or weight plates.
Oh, cool. Cars can do serious harm. Therefore, I can carry a gun on me. All right, I'm fine with that. If I can carry a gun because everybody's driving a car, I'm cool with that, right? We should just be able to use that logic.
But you don't look at those items and say, oh my God, is someone going to hit me with them? You do what you're there to do, which is exercise.
Yeah, the worst mass killings in Canada have been done with vehicles, like that Toronto van attack. So yeah, he's making sense. So are we going to legalize the carrying of firearms now? I'm totally in favor of that.
Have you ever been stung by a bee? One time as a kid I got it real bad, with 8 stings all in one instant when I didn't notice the wasp's nest on a boulder I was climbing. Cheers.
Wasps are not bees. I have never been stung by a bee, but I have been stung by wasps. One time was a really annoying one. I was riding my motorcycle, and a wasp flew into my jacket, and got stuck in my jacket and stung me over and over and over again on my back. Super fucking annoying. It doesn't hurt that much. It like when they first sting you, it's like a really fucking annoying itch. And then for about like 10 or 15 minutes later, there's just this dull kind of annoying stingy pain. It's not that bad, but I've been stung by a wasp maybe like 3 or 4 times.
By hornets, travelling hornets. He didn't disturb a nest. It looked amusing at first. It was actually very nasty for Pablo. He was stung around 20 times.
Jesus.
Eventually had to leap into the lake.
Holy
and,
shit.
The medics are a little bit concerned about him. He insisted he wanted to play on, went out and played this shot immediately after being stung 20 times. Trousers still soaking wet from the lake. He did.
Jeez, that's pretty bad. Thanks for the donation, Kenny. It's funny. Sir William donated $2. Jimothy is cute. Yeah, Jimothy.
Oh, no, he's back. Somebody come get Murph.
Yeah, this raccoon's going pretty viral. I'm glad, despite his, like, deformity, he's, like, doing fine. Like, he can do what raccoons do, you know what I mean? Yeah, Jimothy's a nice little raccoon. Little Jimothy. Oh, that's nice. He grew up with a family. Oh, little Jimothy. That's nice. Oh.
What am I looking at?
Oh, that's good. Thanks for the donation, Sir William.
Statement sent to CTV News, Good Life Fitness states, the interaction shown in the video reflects a situation where our established practices were not applied as intended. We comply with all applicable government legislation, including Canadian human rights laws.
Good Life did apologize to me. They sent me an email, so Good
Dude, this guy has crazy eyes. Like, he's so full of shit.
Life did say that they were in the wrong, and this
is an opportunity to educate the public.
Bro, the fucking cucking to, like, these religious minorities is just fucking crazy. Buddy, if you want to carry a knife around, go to fucking India or wherever the fuck that's normal. Like, what the f... And by the way, I'm fine with people carrying knives and guns and shit. Like, I actually want people to be able to carry weapons legally. It's just... why are we giving religious exemptions? Like, oh, I can't carry a knife for self-defense. So, like, I can get attacked by multiple people and I'm just dead. But this guy gets to carry a fucking knife because he wears a fucking towel on his head? Like, give me a fucking break. Like, it's stupid. So, either all of it's okay or none of it's okay. Just apply the law evenly.
I always believe in people make mistakes, right? Everyone, you're a human, you're going to make a mistake. But Good Life should also be educating.
It was a 9-inch buck.
Yeah, that's a buck knife.
So pissed off. It's amazing how the CTV just went along with it like it was a Kirpan. We saw it was a 9-inch buck knife, and thank the Lord that I have a platform now and a big YouTube channel that I can actually push back against the media's bullshit when all they do is spread lies. And the media is running with the Kirpan narrative, as you can see on CP24, saying common sense Sikhs have all turned on this guy. I've been reading the comments, by the way. You guys telling me he ain't one of us. This guy's a retard. Trust me, I've heard. I hear the comments from the Sikhs. They've completely disowned this sword guy, and now he's calling them a bunch of luches, which I think is like scumbags and losers for not supporting him. Dream Body Gurp is back. Okay, he's not happy. He's not happy the Sikhs don't have his back over the hunting blade or the hunting knife.
The biggest luches? Only they are saying that I'm wrong for carrying my kirpan. Only luches think like that, man.
It was a hunting knife, idiot.
The biggest tool is the mind, man. That's the battle.
This guy, but he was able to find other people who agree with him, like some extremists in the UK, where they are now.
Do we? They're not going to, bro.
I tell you what,
I don't know. According to his religion, he's not supposed to eat meat. I don't know if this guy actually follows a vegetarian or vegan diet. Like, that'd give me a little bit more respect for him. I just see him eating oranges here. But yeah, especially if you're carrying the knife, you're supposed to eat a vegetarian diet.
You go to the battle.
Seeing things like this, where newcomers are now just driving right past the train tracks as the lights are down, completely not caring.
Yeah, well, that's what they do in their country, so.
All right, I'm going to have to get crossing the lights. How many cars were there that just crossed the light? One car.
Dude, I've seen people do this when I was living in Guelph.
Crosses. To Brampton. You don't have to pay for a bus pass. What? Oh my God, this city's great. This is insane. And he has like his...
Dude, this is fucking Brampton? What the fuck? What the fuck is Brampton?
Totally cool. Like, what a place. Brampton, folks.
Dude, Brampton, Ontario is fucking unhinged.
There's copyright music, so I'll just like get to the good part. It's not even Canadian. Is now here
oh my God.
polluting our rivers. You can actually have These are like $1 million homes in Canada, easily. Or close to $1 million. And look at this party. Look.
Yeah, there's a lot of nice homes in Brampton. Jesus Christ. Fucking weird. Bramptondia. All right. I am going to go to bed now. Tomorrow we'll try to finish the last level of Battletoads, and then once I got the last level down, we'll do full runs, and then hopefully I can just finish Battletoads the next, couple weeks. I don't know if it'll even take that long. I feel like I've got it down pretty well now. But yeah, we'll start doing full runs of Battletoads soon. I probably won't do a workout stream tomorrow. I'm gonna probably try to train some chest and shoulders like normally, but my shoulder's still recovering, so I'll probably have to do some like gay weird workout for the chest and shoulders. So probably won't stream that, but I'll be on tomorrow night anyway, regardless. But hope you all had fun. Oh yeah, and I'll upload the debate we had tonight with Destiny on the Muslim shit. But big thanks to everybody who donated on Streamlabs. Really appreciate it.